qualified though, so the pressure isn't quite a concern there. Of course, you want to finish in the top two to make it a bit easier to get into that final, but at the moment they're sitting fairly pretty at the top.
Yeah, it's a good contest. On paper, you take a look at both these sides and not much separates because they have a lot of utility factors coming into their playing 11.
So the pressure isn't...
And they have all to play for. The Sudurapaschim Royals can just consolidate that #1 spot for themselves and hold on to it as well. With a good strong win, the Karnali Yaks with a big win over here can also give themselves a chance of moving ahead. Kathmandu Gurkhas will be watching this game with great interest. We're all set for ball one in match number 28. An immediate turn. Slip in place, and Harmeet Singh is very dangerous with a new ball.
Not afraid to give it some flight as well. This was slow through the air. It just grips and turns.
Yeah, there's a deep mid-wicket and a long off in place. Now this is turning. This will certainly create a lot of doubt in Babar's mind. He's not had a great tournament. Slip in place. I like the captaincy by Irie. This could be close at the non-strikers end. No, they complete the run comfortably. Off the mark is higher than the Karnali Yaks.
We should have been struggling on this one. He does make it across. Not quite sure what happened with the throw there. Picked up cleanly. I suppose just Babar Hyatt was quicker. What do you think of the opening change here? Bringing in a new batter up at the top at that too in a very crucial game.
Yeah, they've added a bit more muscle on top. That's fairly understandable. What a delivery. Beaten all ends up. Flight turn. And Harmeet Singh this morning is dishing out some beauties in the middle.
This is an absolute peach. And it's just missed the top of the stumps. This is the effect that Harmeet Singh can have up at the top. He does get turn.
Yeah, not easy for someone like Rit Gautam to come out there and get going. The bounce on that occasion in the previous delivery saving him. Yeah, asked to open the batting in an important game for the Yaks. Oh, it's through him. And that's the end of Rit Gautam. Drafted into the side. He lasts only 3 deliveries as he walks back to the dugout. And yet again, Harmeet Singh strikes early in his spell. What a start here. 1 for 1 after over #1.
Well, the gamble hasn't paid off for the Yaks. He never looked comfortable. This time he gave himself way too much room. Nowhere close to the ball. Harmeet Singh went a bit fuller as well. Right under the bat, and the middle stump rattled. He's gone for a duck, and the Yaks are 1 for 1.
Neoco solar water heaters, water purifiers, chimneys, the gas hoops your way of quality living.
बस डाटा बैंकको कार्ड प्रयोग गरी खरिद गर्दा मोबाइल बैंकिङबाट टप अप गर्दा रिवार्ड पोइन्ट अर्न गर्नुहोस् सिद्धार्थ रिवार्ड्स यसमा पोइन्ट छ सिद्धार्थ बैंक सम्बन्ध सधैँभरिलाई तपाईको असली एनर्जी रेड बुल असली नै रोजौ
As Rit Gautam came in and he lasted just 3 deliveries, and the reason why Chadwick Walton is there is because Gautam just departed some time back. A best of 42, 230s for him, strike rate of a little over 110. Yeah, he's did as many as 7 matches. He's come back into form in the last couple of games, but he's not been able to convert it into a big score. The best being 42 against the Pokhara Avengers. Yeah. What a start here for the Sudurapaschim Royals. Everyone speaking at the right time. Harmeet Singh, Kugaline with 5 wickets. Last evening you have Naren Saud, the left-arm spinner, who's still to bowl. He's got 5 for 19. The boys in yellow are looking dangerous. An economy of under 6. And 13 wickets, one of the leading wicket takers in NPL Season 1.
It's time for some extreme pace here in Scott Kuline. He really brought out the pace yesterday and had a good time out in the mid as well. You mentioned it, picked up 5 wickets for just 18 runs. He have a few wides yesterday though, so I want to try and be a bit more tidy on that front. But for me, I'm not quite understanding why shuffle your batting lineup now when you've won 4 games on the trot with the one that you have.
This is high in the air, flying legs up in the circle, but that will clear him, I reckon. Yeah, and he'll run away for a 4. He's living dangerously at the moment, Babar Hayat. Oh dear, what has happened? I'm afraid the fielder has injured himself. Is that Naren Saud? He seems to be in pain. This is not looking good at the moment. Is that the impact of the head on the ground? But these scenes are not looking good for the young man. I hope he recovers and is on his feet as well. We have treatment rushing in for him.
Bounce, pace, and this one got a bit big on him, Babar Hayat, and no control whatsoever. It was a good effort. I'm not really sure what he's actually hit on the way down, but it's always a concern when you hit your head. We hope that he's all right, because it can be very dangerous. It almost, oh, he smashed into the LEDs there. Smashed right into the LEDs. He's holding his head. And it's good to see that his teammates are around him, but maybe they need to give him a bit of space, because you want to allow him space to breathe, and the physios are there.
Yeah, that's the right thing, Monali. All the others around him need to just move out. I love the physio to be with him. That impact was very evident as well. Momentum was with him. He was chasing the ball and he just went and hit the advertising boards. We hope he recovers as he receives medical attention. Yeah, Rit Gautam did open the innings with Babar Hayat, but yeah, he played all over this one.
Went extremely full this time, Harmeet Singh, and it's because Rit Gautam decided to give himself some room. Smart piece of bowling this, and good awareness of what the batter is doing. And it was a you miss, I hit moment. Harmeet Singh picks up the first wicket. Again, we continue to question why change that lineup when it's worked for you 4 games in a row, and we're creatures of habit. We see a lot of top sides, they get to important games and they start to do things that they haven't been doing. Stick to what's worked for you.
Yeah, this is how things stack up in the points table at the moment. 3 Qs against Sudurapaschim, Janakpur and Chitwan, which means they've qualified. Karnali as well looking good unless they have a bad outing today against the Sudurapaschim Royals. Kathmandu Gurkhas will be hoping that the Karnali Yaks lose with a big margin for them to go over them. And that's how things are. We are into the final day of the league stages and we still don't have the order as well and the hierarchy in which number the teams will also stack up. It'll all be decided after the final game. Remember, we have the first qualifier on the 18th of December. This will be played between number 1 and number 2 in the points table, and the winner will straight away progress into the big final on the 21st, and the loser of qualifier 1 will go and play qualifier 2 on the 19th December with the winner of the eliminator on the 18th again between the 3rd and 4th place in the points table, and then the winner of that will progress into the qualifier 2. And I'm afraid the scenes right now for Naren Saud don't look very encouraging. He may have to be stretchered off. He'll have to receive medical attention. He's still not being able to gather composure, and we can see that he's being taken utmost care of by the physio. And
yeah, and good call there, because the players are asking for a neck brace. With head injuries, the last thing you want to do is move that neck. You want to get that neck brace on, because you don't know what the internal injuries are like. You want to stabilize the head, stabilize the neck, make sure that the blood flow doesn't change.
Yeah, we'll certainly come back with updates in a while. We head into a short break, but on the other side, we'll get you live action as well. Stay tuned.
their actions. From a timeless legacy to inspiring a nation, legends choose the ball. Drive like a legend. Drive the ball.
Into freshness that bonds.
Insta for a complete home.
I dare to express myself freely. I dare to aim with precision. I dare to explore new paths, fueled by ambition and unshakable focus. I dare to imagine a world where innovation isn't just a concept, but a reality. I dare to overcome every hurdle and shine like a beacon. Presidential Graduate School, where every step leads to a new adventure.
South is recovering well, and because what just happened some time back was a nasty little incident with him at the ropes where his head went and collided with the advertising boards. There you can see, and after that he's not been able to recover. Immediately he was down. But we are back live with Kugelheim bowling to Babar Hayat.
Uncomfortable.
Yeah, but that's how he's played his cricket. He's been a bit too circumspect initially, but today he's decided to just maybe free his arms early in his innings. It looks a good surface, and Kugelheim will be enjoying these conditions. He thrived in it yesterday.
He most certainly did. Picked up a handful of wickets, 5 of them. The only issue was the wides, and it really brought it closer than it should have because of those wides. It's extra runs, extra deliveries. Reefer almost taking that game away from them, and then he finally struck and got the all-important wicket.
Yeah, I like this combination for the Royals. You have a spin bowler from one end, an out-and-out pace bowler from the other. Yeah, that's how Babar Hayat likes to play his cricket. Gives the charge on this occasion. One bounce, and that'll be a 4 over mid-off. Good intent, good execution there by the Karnali Yaks.
This is more like it. Trying to make use of these power play overs, and in full control this time. He uses his feet well, and his hands go right through the line. The miscue too, actually, when you look at it at a second glance. Wanted to go a bit straighter, I think. Found a boundary nonetheless. Take the 4.
His second. Once again, the same area and the same result. Babar Hayat is turning it on in the middle, and he's taking on Scott Kugelheim.
Better control this time. Making his intentions very clear with this one. Taking on the pace of Scott Kugelheim, and this time went where he intended. Through the offside. Just opening the face of the bat. No fielders there. Scott Kugelheim will want to try and realign himself. That's just a bit too short to Babar Hayat.
Yeah, Kugelheim began his over by having 2 slips, and both of them are out, courtesy those 2 back-to-back boundaries as well. One has moved to mid-wicket. This has been a good counter-attack in this over by Hayat. He's already accumulated 12. This one's a skyer. Someone has to take it, and it's been pouched. The rush of blood getting the better of Babar Hayat, and Kugelheim comes back to strike. Hit for 3 fours. And he sends Babar packing. Yaks lose their second wicket.
You could kind of sense it coming. Unfortunately, went a few too many times this time. And Scott Kugelheim was smart. Adjusted well, and that's going to be the second wicket. The Yaks, the opening partnership again, has failed. Chadwick Walton's been at the non-strikers for quite some time, yet to see a ball. Went extra short, but got extra bounce and got big on Babar Hyatt this time. And a top edge. Well judged in the end. He goes for 13 off 9. The Yaks are 13 for 2.
Gel with hyaluronic acid. 200% instant hydration. Miracles happen.
Runs. H.D. Ackerman at the previous show did mention that he wants to see more of Dev Karnali in the middle. He's a class act once he gets going. Right now, repair work. Both the batters still to face a delivery. Two new batsmen in the middle. Yeah, just failed to understand the decision of not having Karnal on top, Karnali.
Yeah, both of these are now practically opening. Yet to get off the mark, both of them. Chadwick Walton just faced his first delivery. Been out there for some time. What an addition this is, and Harmeet Singh coming in from the... Here's this last wicket. Babar Hyatt playing across the line to a ball that was climbing on him. Manages an edge and a very well judged catch by Abhinash Bahara. The thing is, you can shuffle your batting lineup, but when it doesn't work out, you're now 2 down. That's going to play on your mind that you've lost your 2 wickets already. Babar Hyatt playing across the line, 2 down. They're both off the mark. Dave Karnal, he's looked quite comfortable facing that first one.
Yeah. Hard work for the batters in the middle. Rather repair work for Karnal and Walton. 13 for 2. They've added 2 runs. 15 for 2, but once again, that move has really not worked for the Karnali Yaks. Sudurapaschim Royals very disciplined, as always in the first 6.
Field umpire Himal Rajgiri worked, and that's going to be the bowler all on his own. A bit too wide, and he's going to get 2 wides for that.
Yeah, we saw Himal Rajgiri and now his colleague at the other end, Mr. Sanjay Gurung. The on-field umpires for this game, match number 28. Looking good. He'll want to make a statement and just remind the team management that his spot is right on top.
He's looked good. 2 delivery space, but he's gotten in the right position, holding his shape. He's taken on Harmeet Singh with a bit of confidence there. Something we didn't see from Rit Gautam. It's a dot to end the over. It's 3 gone, 18 for 2.
Legends rise through greatness and lead with their actions. From a timeless legacy to inspiring a nation, legends choose the ball. Drive like a legend. Drive the ball.
Watch NPL on the go on Ncell app, unlimited YouTube and other NPL packs. Download Ncell app now or dial *123*9#.
DHI happier home. Chak jaisa hai.
to overcome every hurdle and shine like a beacon. Presidential Graduate School, where every step leads to a new adventure.
Confirmed. What a wonderful tournament it's been, Monali. Till the final league game, you still don't know who are your top four and what's the order as well. Kathmandu Gurkhas watching this game with great interest. As Saif Ali Zaib comes on to bowl. 3 for 33 is best. Well, he's had a very good tournament with bat and ball. Another very fine, multi-dimensional player for the Sudurapaschim Royals.
That's nearly chopped on. First delivery in, and as you said it, yes, a good inclusion again from the Royals. He's been handy with the bat and he's picked up wickets as well. They're saying Harmit's seeing a late entry into the Royals, and he has also had an impact.
Yeah, that's the area he likes. Just like the way he made room for himself, played that inside out. Such an elegant batter when in full flow.
It can be a class act, Dave Cadell, and this is all class. Saif Ali Zaib just a bit too full. Played right under the eyes and driven beautifully for a boundary.
And that one kept low. Careful as a batter to the delivery that comes in with the arm. Just trying to create some room and scoring opportunity here.
What do you reckon is going to be par score? They said about 160, 170 on the cards.
It's a good surface, a bit of turn on offer. Somewhere around 130, 140 maybe. Keeping in mind this is a good bowling attack. Remember, it's the Sudurapaschim Royals. But they don't have Naren Saud because of that injury. Just backing away. And that as well, those 4 overs are very crucial because Naren Saud has been amongst wickets and he's very fine in the middle overs.
The Royals have got nothing to worry about today. Cut away. And this might be half of a chance. The end of the over, 4 gone, 22 for 2.
सुसल डेयरी को उत्कृष्ट उत्पादन डिलाइट डेयरी व्हाइटनरले अब हरेक दिन डिलाइटफुल
NPL Live Go Unlimited Excitement Tapaikai Hatma. Catch the live stream, highlights, NPL packs, free tickets, games and more from NPL with Ncell app. Download Ncell app now.
Insta for a complete home.
Pay attention, Monali. King Kohli fans from Nepal. He has fans world over. I'll not be surprised on Moon as well.
Kohli and you, because clearly he's a fan of you and your hair.
Right. Great eye for detail, Monali Patel. Let me look for someone.
Just out of curiosity, how long does it take you in the morning to get your hair to set the way it does?
Well, just a couple of minutes. As simple as that. It's called the out of bed look. Pulls it. I like Kugalain's approach, his run-up, his rhythm. Very exciting fast bowler.
He's got the run, quite a different run-in as well, doesn't he? Almost like a javelin thrower. He keeps that bowling arm very close to him. Just looks like he's about to release the javelin as soon as he comes up into his run-up. His pace has been very impressive, though.
Bowling in the width of the stumps. And that's what you want from your premier fast bowlers in the first 6 overs.
You talk about par score, you saying about 120, 130, and we're saying, you know, the Royals They're fine. They're not worried about today. Yes, they want to keep the momentum of the wins going, but it's the Gurkhas. They've got their eyes on this game, glued on this game. As that's worked away. And the Yaks, I mean, they'd have to do something really drastically wrong today to get themselves in trouble as well. There's the CAN president. In fact, the entire board has been quite incredible in getting this project up and running the way they have. It's been quite a success.
Oh yes, they have their heart and mind in the right place. And that's why Nepal Premier League Season 1 has been a roaring success. The Home Minister as well of Nepal, Mr. Ramesh Lakhek, in the middle. Very good morning to you, sir. I'm sure you're enjoying a wonderful game of cricket.
Got the nice CAN scarf on as well. I really like those scarves. Got mine on actually under this jacket.
Yeah, it blends so beautifully with the clothing, the CAN scarf, the muffler. But you come, yeah, what about the headgear, the gloves? You come really loaded, Monali.
Yeah, the Dhaka topi, they've got that on. I just wear my toque. I don't have a Dhaka topi yet, remember? I'm still sulking about it.
Contact Takludai. He has a bag full of Dhaka topis with him. Yeah, I've worn it many times and yeah, it sits very well and just enhances the look too. 25 for 2, the Karnali Yaks put into bat. Technically very sound player is Dev Kanal. It's been a good start here for the Royals. They've taken 2 early wickets. Yaks 25 for 2 after over number 5.
On Superlight Gel with hyaluronic acid. 200% instant hydration. Miracles happen.
Watch NPL on the go on Ncell app. Unlimited YouTube and other NPL packs. Download Ncell app now or dial *123*9#.
Legends rise through greatness and lead with their actions. From a timeless legacy to inspiring a nation, legends choose the ball. Drive like a legend. Drive the ball.
Well, the Royals have started well again here. And Goffey, they're mixing and matching the ends here. Harmeet bowled from the other end. Scott Kugelheim's bowled from the end that Harmeet now finds himself on.
It is very, very clever, actually. From the Royals, a confident team, a team that are well supported, good players in their side. We've seen Harmeet, a very good signing. And Kugelheim, the last few games, has been on fire.
That's a great shot. It really is a good shot from Walton.
Yeah, he's a strong player, is Walton. Really good player, been around a while now. Like Hamid, bowling his third over. Just dragged it down a little bit, quick on his feet and the flick of the wrist through mid-wicket. Beautiful strike, look at that, beautiful technique. Got that front leg out of the way, didn't it, HD?
So often. Oh no, 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 no. You could hear the shout of wait, wait, wait. But Dev Kanal was on his bike and now he's going to have to leave the ground.
Well, what confusion. It's the last thing the Yaks needed. They know they need a victory. They want to get into that top 4. Hamid, just an orthodox delivery. Good punch from Walton to extra cover. Oh, there was never a run and a comfortable run out. Confusion in the Yaks camp. Delight for the Royals. And there it goes, the disappointment. You can see it. Dev Kanal goes for 7. And the Yaks now 29 for 3.
Dev Canal might say, well, I thought you said yes, 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 Chadwick Walton, but he should know better as Will Basisto enters the fray, because the ball went to Dipendra Singh Ari. There's never a run to short extra cover. Now he does call for the single.
Here it is again, the wicket. Just an orthodox delivery, good punch, but you don't take a single to this man. Ari, look at that, perfect throw over the stumps. Harmeet in the perfect position, knocks the bells off. Delight for the Royals. And Dev Canal, there you go. Dipendra, Ali goes, and Dev Canal goes for 7 of just 12 deliveries.
Western Australian Will Basisto has given the connections of the Yaks plenty to cheer about since his arrival here in Nepal, with both bat and ball.
His parents came to watch him the other day, put on a show for him, didn't he?
To wide. How were you with your folks when they came to watch you?
I never looked out for them. I tried to block it out, really did. They were probably more nervous than I was. My dad's a nervous watcher.
Is that wides? Or has he got something on it? He's got something on it. He is a good sweeper of the ball, Will Basisto. It's yielded many, many runs for him already.
Yeah, drifting down the leg side again. Poor delivery, actually, from Harmeet. And it could sometimes happen, can't it, when you keep swapping ends? You get comfortable with one end. It is a risk when you keep swapping bowlers from end to end, and he's not got his line right so far this over.
I need more than a delivery to talk to you actually about that, about the swapping of ends. But we're going to get to that after the power play, Goffey, because it's an interesting one for me. Our bowlers have a preferred end. So the worst power play as far as wickets going down for the Yaks has been completed. 35 for 3.
Asli energy, Red Bull, Asli Nerozo. प्रस्तुत छ 10 Blast अटुट मजबूत सम्बन्ध 10 Blast pipes, fittings, tanks, member of 10 Group.
A preferred end when they bowl, but you can't just be a bowler that bowls from one end. You must be able to surely bowl from the other end at some time.
Yeah, I mean, you always have a preferred end as a bowler. I mean, especially when I played at Lords in the UK, the pavilion end. That's the only ground where I couldn't bowl at the other end. I kept bowling no ball after no ball after no ball. So for me, that was the only ground where the pavilion end was the one for me. But you should always be, as a bowler, if the captain asks you which end you want, you should always say, I want this end. Right? But in obviously one-day cricket, you have to change.
Dynamite in the field, isn't he?
Well, he is, and they didn't make the mistake of trying to run one there. It's already lost 1 wicket to a run out. Yeah, safe, Zaid. Like I said, family friend, known him a long time, but look at this for fielding. Absolutely outstanding.
Yeah, I mean, and the thing is, it can be so different, can't it? I mean, you look at a cricket ground from a distance, a spectator, and thinks, well, what's the problem? But sometimes you can be running uphill, there can be sometimes a little wind at your back.
Yeah, as a fast bowler, I mean, I always like the wind behind me, pushing me towards the wicket, especially as I got older. But because I was small in height compared to some of the other bowlers, they always used to say, oh, well, you'll be good against the wind because you can get under it. I said, no, trust me, I'm built like a rhino. I'm not getting through that wind. Let Carrick bowl against the wind.
with some bowlers who just, they'd run in and bowl their first 3 overs, let's say, from the south end of the ground, and it would be a real struggle. And you would just say, why don't you have a little run in from the other end? And all of a sudden they'd run in from the other end and everything would come together. So you can't give up on your day.
It's a feel, isn't it? It really is. This is thought. He's sticking to the sweep shot. Another fine sweep this time. Pick up a single. Keep rotating the strike. You can't get it to boundary. Get a 1, get a 2. All goes on to that scorecard. 37 for 3 now, the Yaks.
So much at stake for them today. If they get an absolute hammering, they could miss out on a 4th place finish. But if they win comfortably, they could end up in 2nd place.
It's amazing, isn't it? I mean, to go to the last game of the group stages with the Yaks, knowing it could go either way, they could be out, and the Gurkhas nip into 4th place, or but if they win comfortably, they could even get into that top 2. It's been, I mean, you couldn't write it. You couldn't write it.
Laps again. Plays that stroke well. Gets so low to the ground. End of the 7th. 39 for 3.
जितनी दाग यो निकालना इजी सर्फ एक्सेल इजी वॉश यसको 10 हातको शक्ति छ यस्तो जसले जितनी दाग निकाल्न गर्छ इजी सर्फ एक्सेल इजी वॉश
शिक्षा र खेलकुदका माध्यमले विश्व मानचित्रमा चिनिँदैछ मेरो सिटी अफ क्रिकेट बङ्गलोरी अनि यो सहर चिनाउन अगुवाई गर्ने मेरो कलेज मेरो एसपीए कलेज मेरो गौरव
Good shots down the ground from Baba. A couple of real good shots, but then too many, and he just popped one up in the air. Tried it Walton, that was the shot of the game for me so far. And then the mistake. Dev Karnali run out comfortably, huge mistake. And the Yaks are now 39 for 3.
The Scotsman, Brandon McMullen, the all-rounder. Handy little swingers. Right, it's about this time of the day where we need to nip downstairs and see who Manali Patel has with her.
Thank you so much, HD. I've got a very special person with me, Swastika Khadka. She is an actress and she is a fan favorite here in Nepal, and she's a brand ambassador for the Karnali Yaks. So glad to have you with us. Tell us about what got you in the sport.
Well, that's one beautiful voice I've been hearing for quite some time now. Good to see you. Well, sport, into cricket. It's not been that long since I've been interested in cricket. It's from the last qualifying, World Cup qualifying match that happened in Nepal. One of my movies I was associated with the league, with the tournament, so I got into cricket from that very time. So it's been, after then there's no looking back.
Yeah, it's quite an infectious sport. Talk to us about what it's been like being the brand ambassador and what sort of role you play.
I am appointed as the, I'm appointed as the face of Karnali Yaks. And there are a lot of questions, why actress for the cricket team and stuff. But then what I believe is, cricket is a very unifying sport. It's so is art and music and movies, and there are lots of people who are into sports, but then there are few people who are just into movies and music and arts. But then I can be a beautiful bridge to both of these, and I can have a beautiful crossover with these two. So I am here as a brand ambassador.
And clearly the fans absolutely love you. What's your experience been like with the Yaks and seeing all the success that they've had, especially in the last 4 games, 4 wins?
It's been wonderful. It's been wonderful. We have a wonderful team, from owners to, from owners to our team members, players. They've been doing really well, from from our captain to our local player. I mean, he's been a savior for us. Bipin Sharma. He's from Karnali, one of our mandatory local players from Karnali. He's delivering so well, and foreign players and everybody. It's been wonderful being associated with Karnali.
And your thoughts on the tournament overall and the experience of this crowd?
I'm speechless. This is a surprise for me, in fact, because we've had few local tournaments before, but then the participation, the amount of craze, the amount of the hype, the amount of participation. We've had some kind of expectations regarding the hype and participation, but then, you can see it's a surprise for us. More than the finals, this can be controversial, but then more than the finals, I'm excited for the second year.
आफ्ना हरेक चिन्ताहरू अब हामीलाई छोडिदिनुस् तपाईको भोलिको भरपर्दो साथी सानीमा रिलायन्स लाइफ इन्स्योरेन्स खुलेर जियौं
परियोजित दाग यो निकाल्न इजी छ सर्फ एक्सेल इजी वाश यसको 10 हातको शक्ति छ यस्तो जसले जिद्दी दाग निकाल्न गर्छ इजी सर्फ एक्सेल इजी वाश
Neoco solar water heaters, water purifiers, chimneys, the gas ropes your way of quality living.
Join us and the ranks of thousands of successful students who have unlocked their full potential by pursuing their education overseas. Right Path Career Counseling.
Four in a row for the Yaks. Win, 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 win. They have momentum on their side, but today they face the big boys, the Royals, in the final game of the group stages.
It is amazing, isn't it? Momentum, losing those first two, but then going on a roll. Here we go, disappointment from Basisto. Always believe on this pitch, you know, HDs, but it's in the square shots, trying to cut shot. The sweep shot, the cross back ones seem to work, but those cut shots have proven difficult, haven't they?
I do think that one stroke that Walton played off his back foot where he cleared his front leg and hit it through mid-wicket for four. Oh, big shout, big shout, big shout. A long, hard look and given the longest of looks. And eventually Walton has to see the dreaded finger.
It was the death stare, wasn't it, from the umpire. Walton tried to play that sweep shot. But there you go, say pretty straight to me. Oh, it's dead. Hit in middle stump for me. Delight from the Royals. There he goes, bleeding to the umpire, and the finger eventually rises. And it's a big wicket for the Royals. Chadwick Walton falls for 11. LBW, save, and the Yaks now at 43 for 4.
They might be 4 from their last 4 games, but the Royals are putting them under tremendous pressure. Gee, having a look at that dismissal in slow motion, I can't believe it took that long. It was plumb in front.
Absolutely. Absolute plumb, wasn't it? Here we go. Zishan Maksood comes to the crease. It's his 7th match this series. Just the 29 runs. With a strike rate of 91. So I wouldn't say he was on fire or in form, but he's going to need something special if the Yaks are going to get a decent total here.
Only played one very important stroke earlier on in the competition. Zishan Maksood. All sent back. They've seen Dipendra Singh Airy, and he is now causing mayhem in the outfield.
He's put doubt, hasn't it, in the batters' minds. Wherever it goes now, they're concerned about the run out. Here we go, look at that. Gently sets off, always quickly set back. That was an easy one for me there though. But confusion set in and panic.
It happens. It happens. Think of the great South African fielder at mid-wicket and short extra cover, John T. Rhodes. He did exactly the same thing to batters. You just weren't sure where the single was.
There's always a single to me, HD, I'm afraid.
No run there. I was talking about Zishan and that they needed 4 to win off about 8 balls, and he swung and missed it, so many, and then when it came to moment critique, he laced one through extra cover to give them the victory. He can bat, and now he will get off the mark. So that's the end of the 9th, 44 for 4.
अब हरेक दिन delightful.
तपाईँको असली एनर्जी Red Bull असली नै रोजौं.
DHI happier home. Today sahi.
Goffey, but this doesn't look like a 44 for 4 pitch.
It doesn't, but I said a little bit tacky, isn't it? In the morning, that first up, and you wouldn't mind having a little ball. Tends to grip in the surface a bit more, and it's definitely not a 44 for 4 pitch of 9 overs, and they're going to have to score at around 8 and over to put a decent total on the board here. Gives them a score around, what, 130? Can they go on from here? Mullen, 1 over, he's got none for 3 so far. Tall bowler, medium pace.
And he's also bowling in the position that I think it was yesterday where you felt this would be more, he'd be more suited to bowling in this position.
Absolutely. Bowling in the power play, I don't think he's the type of bowler, unless the ball is swinging and seaming all over the shop, but I think he's the type of bowler that can be very effective once the power play is gone. He mixes it up well, he's tall. And what it does, HD, it just gives him a bit of security, doesn't it? Gives him a bit of cover, because if you really want to go at him, because he's not going to hit you on the head, right? So you're looking to get forward to him, and if you can power him down the ground in that power play, but now you've got a little bit of cover, you can put men out on the boundary, and it just gives him that little bit of security.
The man at extra cover is tight. He's saving 1. Just tucked away. It's something that the sides who are playing well versus the sides who haven't played so well, what they've done is those men inside the 30-yard circle, they've had them squeezing rather than just sitting back on that 30-yard circle.
Yeah, and I think on this surface in this arena at the ball at this stadium, they've got to be stopping 1. They really, really have, because the boundaries are quite short.
Frustrating as a bowler either when you run in and you bowl a good one on off stump or middle and off stump, it's nice and tight, and the old defensive stroke allows them to rotate the strike. Sometimes you like to line a batter up, don't you? You want a number of balls to him rather than him backwards and forwards.
Especially in this format as well, because the batter wants to keep the scoreboard going, right? You're in a position now where they're afraid to take a big risk now, so they're looking for singles, they're looking for 1s and 2s return to strike. They need to bat this pairing now for at least 4 overs to give them a bit of a platform at the end.
For a moment he thought he was in the game there, McMullen, but instead Zishan does get a single, which completes the 10th. 47 for 4.
NPL NPL वा आफ्नो मनपर्ने टिमको एन्थमलाई आफ्नो PRBT सेट गर्नुभयो त डाउनलोड एनसेल एप नाउ or dial *123*6#.
म त पैसा लिन्छु अनि पेमा चाहियो के र खर्च गर्न सजिलो कार्डबाटै किन्छु म लिन्छु म ब्याज पनि पाइन्छ हो विदेशबाट आएको रकम वेलकम टु आइएमपी पे वालेट आइएमपी पे भए चाहियो के छ सबै सेट
Residential graduate school, where every step leads to a new adventure.
Into freshness that bonds.
Insta for a complete home.
Solar water heaters, water purifiers, chimneys, the gas hoops they your way of quality living.
Insta for a complete home.
उत्कृष्ट उत्पादन डिलाइट डेयरी व्हाइटनरले अब हरेक दिन डिलाइटफुल
DHI Happier Home छुट्टै छ है
Legends rise through greatness and lead with their actions. From a timeless legacy to inspiring a nation, legends choose the ball. Drive like a legend. Drive the ball.
Of it, they really have. They have made this league what it is. Oh dear, not again. What is this one? Well, I've got Manali Patel with me. You said you can read the local script a bit, can't you, Manali? Taklu Uncle.
Yeah, I can read it pretty slowly. I just need a better angle of it.
Taklu Uncle, hi from Nepal.
It's literally exactly what's written in English that's been written there in Nepal.
It's helping teach us then. I like that.
It's actually the same letters that they use to write Hindi and Gujarati, so I read it very slowly, but I can pick it out.
Namaste, ladies. Thank you so much. Lovely to see you. Great that you're having a good time here at the NPL. Fans are loving it, aren't they? This game, Manali, the Yaks are... They're not safe by any stretch, are they? We'll have to wait for the official tournament statistician in terms of the exact calculation. But if the Royals restrict the Yaks to, let's say, under 120, and they tend to go at it, don't they, at the top? Binod Bandari, the man on your screen there, he attacks right from ball one. Brandon McMullen often comes in at number 3. Kusi Harmeet Singh's run up the order again. You just wouldn't be surprised. Saif Zaib, of course, good ball striker. Do you think the Royals... I know their focus will just be on finishing first or second, which they're probably going to do anyway. But do you think the Royals also would kind of quite like to knock the Yaks out, or are they thinking about that at all?
I was thinking about that. Who would they rather have in the top 4? Would they rather have the Gurkhas or would they rather have the Yaks? The Yaks have won 4 in a trot and they seem to be just finding their groove with every win. Today's a bit of a slow start for them, but the Gurkhas have kind of been all over the place. I'm not really sure from a perspective of the 2 teams at the very top. If I were to fancy my chances, I'd say maybe take on the Gurkhas instead of the Yaks, who have started to get stronger as they've continued in the tournament.
Yeah, I suppose there is the possibility that they end up playing neither of them, of course, as well, because if they finish, most likely they're almost guaranteed first or second right now. Very likely to finish first, to be honest with you, with their net run rate, whether they win or lose today. But they'll be thinking, well, win that first game, go straight to the final, and then they may end up playing neither Karnali nor Kathmandu. But I'll tell you something, the Kathmandu Gurkhas are sitting in their team hotel. They're watching live on Action Sports HD or maybe on Ncell, on the Dish On Go app possibly. Whichever device they're watching on, they are cheering on the men in yellow. They're saying every dot, every wicket helps our chances of staying alive. And then who knows, if they squeeze in, they kind of played some good stuff the last little while, the Gurkhas. You win 3 games, you're the inaugural champions. It's a great system. And I love the 8-team structure with 4 teams going through. Every game has jeopardy.
And it's quite incredible to see that it's come down to the wire as well. We've seen plenty of action, and here we are. We're still undecided on that last spot. This is going to be an outside edge. And it's a bit of luck for Zishan Maksoud that he picks up a boundary. Unlucky for the bowler. What do you make of this start, though? I mean, they've shuffled the batting order. The top order's not worked again.
Yeah, first boundary for 28 balls, and being honest, Maksoud was desperate for it. 3 off 10. As he's come into the latter stages of his career, he's a real problem starting early in his innings. He also runs between the wickets at this stage quite poorly. And you would think that he needs to start to accelerate. They're only going at 4.7 per over here, not even going at 5 and over. Not sure 100, 120 is going to be anything like enough for the Yaks.
Yeah, and it's quite different from what their skipper said at the toss, where he was expecting 150 plus to be competitive. At this rate, they're not getting there. That's the ultraviolet F77. Got an industry-leading range of 323 kilometers, and that's also going to be a top speed of 155 kilometers an hour.
नयाँ पुस्ताका सपनाहरू थाहै नपाइकन आफ्ना सपनाहरू बनिसकेका हुन्छन्। ती सपनाहरूलाई पूरा गर्नुस्, खुलेर जिउनुस्। सानीमा रिलायन्स लाइफ इन्स्योरेन्स, खुलेर जियौँ।
तर यो जिद्दी दाग यो निकाल्न इजी छ। सर्फ एक्सेल इजी वाश, यसको 10 हातको शक्ति छ यस्तो जसले जिद्दी दाग निकाल्न गर्छ इजी। सर्फ एक्सेल इजी वाश।
Neoco solar water heaters, water purifiers, chimneys, the gas stoves they buzeeko cha. Your way of quality living.
DHI Happier Home. Today sahi.
Well, whilst you were probably off on break, there was a big roar across the TU because their favourite son, Tapendra Singh Listen to that noise. The Tiger into the game. Only 3 wickets. You know, this is close, but bats involved for Basisto. Stifled appeal. I always say about Tapendra Singh he's come in for a lot of criticism this year. See there, the bat involved. He's come in for loads of criticism in ODI cricket. Why is he still in the team? Should be dropped, only averaging 17. You can't actually place a rating on his value in sheer numbers alone. It's his impact in terms of his fielding, his captaincy in the Royals case. I think he provides a lot of leadership to the Nepal team too. Just his general attitude to the game, it's infectious.
It's also the part that perplexed me the most when Nepal were touring in Canada. Canada Oman Nepal series this summer, where he was benched for a few games. I mean, you said it, he's got an impact. The man comes on the field and he creates chances, he saves runs. Quite shocking that he didn't play every game. In fact, he was dropped for quite a few of them over there. And he's been outstanding here at the Nepal Premier League.
Yeah, I think in ODI cricket he just still hasn't found his role, is he? Averaging 18.9. But again, you look at the value with his bowling. Economy rate under 4. Binod Bandari should have done better here. Will cost a bye. One of the things I've loved has been the smiling faces up in the crowd. Love to you, madam. Good news too, because you're the sparkling smile fan of the match. And there's a happy dent hamper on its way to you. Nice shades as well.
Mentioned his bowling, and he's doing exactly that here. This has been a very tidy over. Zishan Maksoud looks very uncomfortable. This time a bit too short. And Zishan Maksoud capitalizes as he cuts this away for 4. Ends the over on a high. Maksoud, 12 gone, it's 58 for 4.
Watch NPL on the go on Ncell app. Unlimited YouTube and other NPL packs. Download Ncell app now or dial *123*9#.
पर यो जिद्दी दाग यो निकाल्न इजी छ सर्फ एक्सेल इजी वाश यसको 10 हातको शक्ति छ यस्तो जसले जिद्दी दाग निकाल्न गर्छ इजी सर्फ एक्सेल इजी वाश.
For Naren Saud, did get down pitch side just to check both with the doctor on the field, because Dr. Ishan Pandey was one of the first to him, one of his teammates, and also our amazing team of doctors here who've been here every single day, and they said they're hoping it's just precautionary. We don't have any update just yet, but certainly it looks like it will be at a minimum a concussion. And of course, at the moment Karak Bahara is on as a sub fielder. They can talk to the match referee at the halfway stage. As Bahara comes into the attack, there's every chance there'll be a concussion substitute, I would imagine. That's not confirmed yet. Karak Bahara more of a batter they won't use as off-spin, they don't need it. They've got 6 bowlers already used, so we'll update you on that at the halfway stage, but I suspect Karak Bahara may well come in as a concussion substitute. All our thoughts, all our best wishes with Naren Saud. Never like to see a player injured leaving the field in a stretcher. Nasty moment.
It really was a nasty moment, a very worrisome moment as well. It's the head that you really have to worry about. He took it right at the top of his head.
Bahara interested, umpire much less so. Yaks are going nowhere here. Manali, are they in trouble? I'm not talking about losing the game, I'm talking about going out of the competition.
Getting some runs somewhere. The singles, the dot balls, they're all starting to add up. 42 dots so far. 42 is a lot in the context of the game. It's going to be a wide. Just in the 13th over, and to have 42 dots it tells the story of a real struggle with the bat this morning.
Well, yeah, 42 out of what is 74 legal deliveries bowled thus far. Very high dot ball percentage. Coaches always want that under 30%. Nearly double that right now. More like 60%. Again, Zishan Maksud, he just dawdles between the wickets, doesn't he?
And that, again, is the other problem. Because guess what the Royals do really well? They run between the wickets very well. Dipender Singh, Airy, lightning fast between the wickets. All of them can turn singles into doubles before you know it. They put pressure on the fielders. We've yet to see that from the Yaks.
Oh, this is close. Maybe just height and a bit of angle going against Bahara. I quite like that one. The Sisto, maybe just getting the benefit of a very tight decision.
Maybe just going down leg. It was a good call. The Yaks are going to be thankful that Basisto's still out there. He's had a real impact in almost every game that he's played. Part of the run getters in the previous game as well. How many man of the matches has he picked up? Player of the matches so far. 2 player of the matches picked up. As Zishan Maksud slowly gets across to the other side.
Yeah, one was solely for his bowling, the other was for an all-round performance. Bad handball. Oh, I think this is very close. For me, that's out. It's not missing anything. That's going on. Middle and leg, it's crashing into Himal Rajgiri, the man umpiring. I will say one thing, though. It would have brought Gulshan Jah to the crease. I think the longer he stays on the bench, maybe the better for the Royals. He'll add momentum. The Yaks need him out there. It's 63 for 4.
Can't wait, won't wait. Sophie's Top Fantasy.
Tisho, Khushi ko connection.
Happier home. Today sahi.
Legends rise through greatness and lead with their actions. From a timeless legacy to inspiring a nation, legends choose the ball. Drive like a legend. Drive the ball.
Or so, but actually that's looking pretty unlikely. For Kathmandu to squeeze in, they will need to hunt down this Yaks total very quickly to knock the Yaks out. I'm going to get you the exact calculations when I can. It's probably somewhere in the 12 to 15 over region. That's a very wide number of deliveries I'm giving you, but it needs a 0.43 swing between the two. Kathmandu right now, they have life, they have hope. It's not in their hands, of course it's not. But there's every chance Sudurapaschim might do the business for them here. I think that's a really good piece of keeping, because that was speared in rapidly. Also a good piece of umpiring. Shouldn't have been a wide, and it wasn't given.
Quick reflexes, this. Ball was travelling at some speed, and good adjustment as well from Dipender Singh Airi.
Nicely played. The sweeper is out there. We'll keep it to a couple because of the fumble. Safe save. Yeah, Sanjay Gurung, our other standing umpire. Great to have him back after his Under-19 Asia Cup duties. The umpires have been really enjoying it. Hasn't been easy for them, has it? Because the pitches, not so much the last 3 or 4 days, but there is 3 or 4 days after our day off where they were so tricky. It makes batting harder, it makes umpiring harder. Slog sweep, beats the dive in the deep, and now Zishan finally starts to get going.
Desperately needed runs these for the Yaks. Zishan Maksud. He picks up a boundary, moves on to 21. And he's done really well to sweep this well in front of him. That's another Super 4 powered by Ncell, and also with that, it's 4 education kits for school children for every 4 scored. That's powered by our Ncell Foundation. At 5.2 runs and over. This partnership starting to build, which is a positive sign. 29 off 33 now. It might just be building that platform. We know Wilbur Sister can hit down the order.
Just can't get anything on Dipender Singh Airi right now, though, can he? End of the 14th, 72 for 4.
Watch NPL on the go on Ncell app. Unlimited YouTube and other NPL packs. Download Ncell app now or dial *123*9#.
Legends rise through greatness and lead with their actions. From a timeless legacy to inspiring a nation, legends choose the ball. Drive like a legend. Drive the ball.
DHI Happier Home. Today Sahay.
Need this to get going, though. It's only striking at less than a run a ball, and the run rate throughout the entire innings is just over 5. Surely they need to get up to at least 130, 140, not just in terms of having a chance of winning the game. Oh, now that's a clever piece of batting. He's fortunate. He's going to get 4, a tickle off the bat. Bahara thought he had his man. Instead, Maksud is the one providing some impetus.
Does very well. Gets it nice and fine this time. And Bahara with a cheeky smile. Can't do much about that. It is 4 runs. It's going to help the Yaks total.
He's had a funny tournament, Bahar. He's a little bit topsy-turvy. Lots of wickets, lots of good impacts, and then the occasional expensive one. Life of a death bowler, I suppose. Yeah, you just mentioned those education kits that Ncell Foundation are going to give. Great announcement last night as well, wasn't there, at the Brian Lara dinner. The Presidential Graduate School are going to be naming a Nepali emerging player of the tournament with a scholarship for 1 million Nepali rupees. The car going to the best domestic player of the tournament too. That was all part of a really nice evening last night, where we had Brian Lara alongside all the franchise owners, lots of sponsors, and what was, certainly you'll tell me better as you were in the audience thought it was the most insightful interview with maybe one of the great icons of our game.
It was a lovely evening, and it was really nice to see Ken put up that evening that we had. I mean, it was great that they called it a cocktail evening, and then we show up and it was a massive banquet. You know, all the franchisee owners were there, some of the players were there, the sponsors were there, and it's always nice to get some insight from the legend Brian Lara. My highlight though was Coffey's question to him.
Yeah, Coffey, what a legend. But he spoke really evocatively, didn't he, about Nepal, that the country's always fascinated him and he's adored it here. And I think probably what's made it special, when you're as big as Brian Lara is, you get asked to do all sorts of things. The fact that he's here with his daughter for the daddy-daughter trip, he spoke beautifully about that up at Everest Base Camp yesterday. Some of the photos have been all over social media. And given that he was up at 5 a.m. for base camp, he was in flying form. Great to see him last night.
Yeah, he really seemed to have a good time yesterday. Enjoyed his time, not only with all the events that you had planned, all the questions that you asked him, but also the questions that you had asked the audience to ask him. It was great to hear from some of the players asking him, you know, their insights.
That was my highlight. Rod Powdell asking him, how did you get so many runs so consistently? You could see him visibly moved by Brian Charles Lara's answer. Great to see one of the greats giving back here in Nepal. And Zishan Maqsood seems to be taking the upper hand in this partnership with Persisto, who's struggling to get going. With 5 overs remaining, the Yaks are in trouble here. 81 for 4.
I dare to overcome every hurdle and shine like a beacon. Presidential Graduate School, where every step leads to a new adventure.
DHI Happier Home. छुट्टै है
तपाईको असली एनर्जी ब्रेक गो असली नै रोजौं
Run a ball 29. He's tried to up the ante in the last couple of overs, trying to be very adventurous, trying to manufacture some shots, use some angles as well. And Bosisto has not been himself this morning. They cut away 2 dots to begin with over number 16, and a very good morning to H.D. Ackerman as well.
How are you, good sir? Can't seem to get going, can they? You wonder if they're trying to just post a score that would sort of make them safe. It would make the Royals struggle to chase down in the sort of allocated amount of overs, which would ensure that the Yaks get through. It's a tricky one. Amazing the different scenarios that we have here in the final game of the group stages.
Yeah, and that's why I feel Dave Karnali at number 4 is not a great idea for the Karnali Yaks. Someone who's made their opening position his own. Should have continued. That derailed the top order. Rid Gautam playing his game in the third delivery of his departed. It all just went haywire. And that's why they're struggling the 16th over, only a little over 80. Dave Karnali has opened in all the previous games for Karnali Yaks. Now that should be a soft dismissal. Bosisto struggles, finally leads to a wicket over here. That's an ultraviolet ballistic moment of the day as well. He departs.
Struggled to find any fluidity to his innings, Will Bosisto. He has been the pick of the batters for the Yaks over the course of their campaign. But this time, Dipendra Singh Ari has the better of him. A little top edge, simple catch. Yeah, they're in a heap of trouble here. There's the Western Australian. Bosisto goes for 16, 82 for 5.
right back in the dugout for the Karnali Yaks. Yeah, Babar got off to a start, Walton and Bosista as well, but they could not go past the 20-run mark as the Sudurapaschim Royals once again just show so much of versatility in their bowling ranks. What a time for him to come out. Gulshan Jha, what an innings he played a couple of days ago, unbeaten, 49 runs. Perfect setting, perfect stage for him to play his natural self. The Yaks need to at least get something on board. And gets off the mark. Will retain strike as well for over number 17. Time since the last boundary, as many as 11 deliveries, 16 gone, 83 for 5.
Neoco solar water heaters, water purifiers, chimneys, the gas hopes they your way of quality living. Aba khilne cha Nepal.
The projected scores here for the Karnali Yaks, ideally they'll want to go over 130, give themselves cushion and ensure that they put it past the Sudurapaschim Royals. Well, at the moment they don't have the runs on the board. 83 for 5 after over number 16, and it's going to be Kugalan to Gulshan Jha. In the meanwhile, an encouraging update. HD, Naren Saud is recovering well and he will soon be on his feet as well. We got some very fine and encouraging news from the hospital that all is fine and there's nothing serious about his condition.
I think we all breathe a sigh of relief because those are never nice images when we see a player being put on a stretcher and taking out the ground. But we've received very positive news.
Shahid Islam's at the non-striker's end and he's been run out. That's the brilliance of Dipendra Singh Airi. You chance his arm, you're running into danger. And from the 30-yard circle, the batter had given up the moment he saw it was Airi in the middle. He is electric in the field.
It's the speed, the movement over the ground. As soon as Zishan calls for one, Gulshan knows, I'm done here. He gives up. He absolutely gives up. But let's bear in mind that Dipendra Singh Airi still has to hit directly, and he does it. He doesn't disappoint. Gulshan Jha goes for 2. The Yaks are in big, big trouble at 84 for 6.
Are all over the place. Put into bat, they have lost 6 wickets for 84. The last one, the brilliance of Airi getting the better of Jha as the captain of the Yaks comes out. Got a striker of 225, very handy in this time of the game. Yeah, once again, a very good turnout here. Take a look at that throw. HD, your thoughts?
Well, he's brilliant. The way he gets into position when he collects the ball. Bear in mind, once you collect the ball, you've got to get in a strong position to be able to take aim and throw powerfully. And that's what he does so quickly. He is sensational in the field. Now, I know Zishan Maqsood will be blamed, but I always say the same thing, is that the non-striker, he is allowed to say no. But Gulshan Jar set off, and then halfway across he thought, oh, I am in a spot of bother.
Just over the fielder at cover, and that should have enough legs to go for a 4. Against the run of play, a much needed boundary after 14 deliveries, and Sompal Kami is off the mark as well with a boundary.
I think Kugelan was looking for a Yorker first up here to Sompal, but that is an error, because as a batter having just walked to the crease, if you were asked every day of the week and twice on Sundays, what is the delivery that you would like to get, that would be it.
Matters from here for the Yaks. Slower delivery. Yeah, but you got to really talk about the brilliance of Irie. When he comes on to bat, comes on to bowl in the field, everything that he touches turns into gold in NPL 1.
Started so well with the bat. Since then he hasn't delivered as much as we all hoped for him to deliver, but there's still a long way for his team to go. They have qualified, so we're going to see them again.
Yeah, you spoke about the non-striker at the other end also having the right to say no, but sometimes does a younger batter, a newer batter, just hesitates to decline the run from a senior batter.
I mean, I understand what you're saying, but you know, when you're in the middle, age is of no significance. Experience, you know, you've got decisions to make. There, a simple no would have done.
Yeah, throws the bat at this one. Six runs and a wicket of Gulshan Jah in this over. It's 89 for 6 after 17.
DHI Happier Home. Chatti Sahi.
For a complete home.
On Superlight Gel with hyaluronic acid. 200% instant hydration. Miracles happen.
Your game day 15, match 28, final league match in NPL season 1. Sudurapaschim Royals playing the Karnali Yaks. The Karnali Yaks need to keep in mind that they need enough runs on board to give themselves a good chance, strong chance of staying in the top 4. And at the moment, it's a bit of a hustle for them in the middle. Now that's typical Sompal Kami. He eyes that mid-wicket region.
He does have an impressive strike rate in the tournament so far, Sompal Kami. Not a huge amount of runs, but whenever he's been at the crease, he does score quickly.
He can bat. He has done some good job with the bat previously for Nepal. This is very good bowling, very smart bowling. He's so quick between his deliveries, Irie. Cries of catch it, fielder coming underneath, straightforward catch, Kugelan takes it. McMullen, beg your pardon. And Zishan perishes in his bid to accelerate. Another wicket here for Dipendra Singh Irie.
As a batter against Dipendra Singh Irie, you want to be playing the game at your pace, because he rushes you. He rushes you between balls, he rushes you while he's bowling. And And here the toe end of the bat is found. The matchup works. The off spinner against the left-hander. McMullen's got a safe pair of hands. A promising innings from Zishan, 30 off just the 35 balls. But the Yaks, well, they nearly bowled out here. They're 90 for 7.
Throwing their bats and everything. Good fielding. Getting the appreciation of the captain as well.
They've been excellent, haven't they? Considering they're already through to the qualifiers, it would be so easy to just rest on your laurels, but they've been excellent.
Yeah, they've been a bowler short as well. Naren Saud's been out of action. I did speak to Irie at the toss and I told him any plans to change 11. No, he says we want to take this momentum all through. What an over this has been. Just 3 runs and a wicket as well of Zishan Maqsood. It's 92 for 7.
प्रस्तुत छ 10 blast Atut Mazdood Samanda 10 blast pipes fittings tanks member of 10 group.
असली एनर्जी रेड बुल असली नै रोजौं एनपीएल वा आफ्नो मनपर्ने टिमको एन्थमलाई आफ्नो पीआरबीटी सेट गर्नु भयो त डाउनलोड एनसेल एप नाउ or dial *123*6#.
In the world, we've been having a couple of drives all through Nepal and we are thoroughly enjoying it. Absolutely no sound, no noise. HD, your thoughts?
I nearly got run over by one because I didn't hear it.
Oh yes, but the features inside, the drive on the road, the suspensions, it's a very, very nice and a comfortable drive and fully equipped as well from inside the Omoda and Jayco, the futuristic vehicle. Yeah, he's had this problem, Kugaline, of conceding extras in the death. Did speak to him yesterday at the presentation. He said he was trying for the off-cutters but sometimes just losing his radar as well.
Tends to be down there, you're right, with the off cutters. When he does lose it, it goes down the leg side. I'll tell you that motor vehicle, it fits 3 comfortably in the back because we were in it last night, weren't we? Beautiful vehicle.
This one's in the air, over mid-off, and that's a fine hit as well. A couple of bounces, 4 for Sompal Kami. As many from here on will help the Yaks. They're getting close to the 100-run mark.
With his pace, Scott Kugelheim has been happy to bowl a length at the back end, particularly to the tail enders. But here he might have to change a little bit. He might have to vary that pace or even look for the odd Yorker. He does have a swift bouncer as well, because Sompal Kami will be looking to smash anything that is a length deep in the crease.
Nicely bowled. Just keeping it wide of his arc underneath the bat. Yeah, you have a deep backward point. Third's up in the circle. And now he's calling mid-off inside and pushing third to deep. So you have a deep third and a deep backward point with mid-off up in the circle.
Now, when he brings mid-off up, he can't be too full. Can't be too full. He might just go a length again, a hard length, or pace off.
The hard length that you spoke about, HD. Just the perfect hard length. Make it difficult for the batter to play a shot.
The nature of T20 as a bowler or as a captain, you expect that the odd delivery will go for 4 or 6. That Where I think you can excuse it is if you've got the correct field to the correct delivery. It's when you get the field wrong to the delivery where you hang your head, really. I mean, if that disappears for 4, that's fine, but the field said he had to bowl that delivery.
Gets into good position, will only get a single. Like the way he played that shot over there, Arjun. Bit of a pull, bit of a flick.
But again, there was the protection away on the leg side. That single did bring up the 100 for the Yaks, but now the change of field again. Long off goes back, and the man at deep third has come up into the 30-yard circle, so you won't be surprised now if he looks to go Yorker, because he doesn't mind getting hit down the ground. So either Yorker or pace off the ball.
The slower delivery. He sold him a dummy over here. Fielder getting underneath, and another spectacular catch. The boys in yellow are very sharp in the middle. Sompal has to depart, and Kugeline gets another wicket.
Very clever from the New Zealander. A change of field for the different batter. He could either go Yorker or take pace off. He opts for pace off, and Kami is through his stroke before the ball even gets to him. It spirals in the air, and this is a fine catch running in from that boundary. It is Ishan Pandey, the man in the deep, that hangs on. So the captain goes for 11, 100 for 8.
Here by the Sudurapaschim Royals, as the Karnali Yaks have had an off day with the bat in the middle. Just the one batter getting to 30. That's been the story for them, as Nandan Yadav makes his way to the middle with Scott Kugeline into his final delivery of his spell. Yeah, he's had an amazing outing, a 5-4 last evening. He finishes with 2 for 29 in his 4 overs. He's been one of the pick of the bowlers for the Sudurapaschim Royals. We're into the final over. It's 100 for 8.
On Superlight Gel with hyaluronic acid. 200% instant hydration. Miracles happen.
Banking sector ma पहिलो पटक सिद्धार्थ बैंकले ल्याएको छ सिद्धार्थ रिवार्ड्स यसमा पोइन्ट छ सिद्धार्थ बैंक सम्बन्ध सधैँभरिलाई
DHI Happier Home. Chatti Sahi.
अब खेल्ने छ नेपाल तपाईको असली एनर्जी रेड बुल असली नै रोजौं
Royals leading the pack over here. He's on the leaderboard, 15 wickets for him. He finished with 2 for 29 today. Rijan Dakal for the Rhinos has been impressive. What a way he's come back into the tournament and made a name for himself. Lalit Raj Banshi also has been a star with the ball. Nepal's premier left-arm spinner. Talking about left-arm spinner, well, Harmeet Singh has had another very fine outing this morning as well. He'll bowl the final over. What makes it so difficult for the batters to go after Harmeet, HD?
He's a big, tall man, and I think that these surfaces have suited the finger spinners because there's a lack of pace. One turns, one doesn't turn. It's batted away on the leg side. It'll just be a single.
Yeah, the Sudurapaschim Royals will be a very happy and a relaxed dugout. That's because they've done the job with the ball. This is not a big total here by the Yaks. You can try every shot in the book, but this man will keep playing with your mind if you're a batter. This one's in the air. McMullen underneath that. Another catch. crouched safely. They are a safe house in the middle, the boys in yellow, and are enjoying themselves as well. Nandan has to depart. Harmeet takes his second.
He nearly spills this, McMullen. He's got a safe pair of hands. And Harmeet was very confident when he saw who the fielder was coming in from long off. But nearly. Oh, he hangs on. Yeah, that was close. 9 down now as Yadav goes without scoring. 101 for 9.
And only 1 run in the final over. There is Naren Saud. Good to see him smiling amongst his teammates. He's in the cooler confines of the dugout. Yeah, they've just managed 1 run in that final over. It's been a struggle for the Karnali Yaks as they finish on 101 for 9 in their 20 overs.
Asli energy, Red Bull, asli nerozon.
DHI Happier Home छुट्टै है
शिक्षा र खेलकुदका माध्यमले विश्व मानचित्रमा चिनिँदैछ मेरो सिटी अफ क्रिकेट बङ्गलोरी अनि यो सहर चिनाउन अगुवाई गर्ने मेरो कलेज मेरो एसपीए कलेज मेरो गौरव
देशो खुशीको कनेक्सन
in a specific amount of time, and it won't be a lot of time, but they will have an opportunity to knock the Yaks out the competition here, because this is not a big score. Not a great effort today from the batters. Yes, they were inserted, the Karnali Yaks. A start for Babar Hayat. His tournament, his poor tournament, has continued. There was a little bit of promise with Will Basisto and Zishan Maksud, but altogether they'll be extremely disappointed.
Yeah, they never got going as a batting side, but the bowlers made merry in the middle. Harmeet Singh opened the bowling for Sudurapaschim Royals yet again. Finished with figures of 3 for 17, 16 dots and an economy of 4.25. Kugaline has been Mr. Consistent for the Royals. 2 for 29 today. A good outing for Deependra Singh Airi, 2 for 20. As Saif Ali Zeb as well accounted for a wicket. Everyone in the mix, and the best part and the highlight was the catching in the middle for the Royals.
तिमलाई गुलाब सारै मन पर्छ है अनि चन्दनको सुगन्धले मनलाई शान्त र पवित्र बनाउँछ
मङ्गलदी गुलाब चन्दन पूजा अगरबत्ती सिद्धार्थ एसआईपी मा लगानी किन गर्ने आफ्नो बच्चाको उज्जवल भविष्यको लागि आनन्दसँग रिटायरमेन्ट बिताउनको लागि आफ्नो सपनाको घर बनाउनको लागि लङ टर्ममा धेरै फाइदा पाउनको लागि त्यसैले सिद्धार्थ एसआईपीमा हरेक महिना सानो सानो लगानी गरी लङ टर्ममा धेरै फाइदा पाउनुहोस् सिद्धार्थ एसआईपी आज एसआईपी भोलि भिआईपी
एउटा चाहिँ रेड बुल गर्दैन यार
भाइ रेड बुल के देखो यो रेड बुल भनेपछि रेड बुलले चाहिन्छ
Legends rise through greatness and lead with their actions. From a timeless legacy to inspiring a nation, legends choose the ball. Drive like a legend, drive the ball.
And the winner of Miss Nepal
World 2023 is Miss DHI Sricha Pradhan.
नमस्कार म मिस नेपाल र मिस DHI श्रिच्छा प्रधान मेरो यो जितको खुसीमा मलाई साथ दिने DHI ले हजुरहरूको घरमा पनि धेरै खुसी ल्याउनेछ Wishing you all a happier home.
DHI Happier Home छुट्टै छ है
NPL Live Go Unlimited Excitement तपाईकै हातमा Catch the live stream, highlights, NPL packs, free tickets, games and more from NPL with Ncell app. Download Ncell app now.
Insta for a complete home.
उत्कृष्ट उत्पादन डिलाइट डेयरी व्हाइटनरले अब हरेक दिन डिलाइटफुल
Corn Super Light Gel with hyaluronic acid. 200% instant hydration. Miracles happen.
NPL वा आफ्नो मनपर्ने टिमको एन्थमलाई आफ्नो PRBT सेट गर्नुभयो त डाउनलोड Ncell app now or dial *123*6#.
Insta for a complete home. Neoco world-class range of solar water heaters. Water purifiers. Chimneys र gas hoops ले तपाईं र तपाईंको घरको पूर्ण रूपमा केयर गर्छ किनकि नियोले बुझेको छ your way of quality living.
Legends rise through greatness and lead with their actions. From a timeless legacy to inspiring a nation, legends choose the ball. Drive like a legend. Drive the ball.
प्रस्तुत छ 10 Blast अटुच्चो मजबुत सम्बन्ध 10 Blast pipes, fittings, tanks, member of 10 group.
तिमीलाई गुलाब साह्रै मन पर्छ है अनि चन्दनको सुगन्धले मनलाई शान्त र पवित्र बनाउँछ
मङ्गलदी गुलाब चन्दन पूजा अगरबत्ती
तर यो सिद्धि दाग यो निकाल्न इजी छ सर्फ एक्सेल इजी वाश यसको 10 हातको शक्ति छ यस्तो जसले सिद्धि दाग निकाल्न गर्छ इजी सर्फ एक्सेल इजी वाश
Insta for a complete home.
Watch NPL on the go on Ncell app. Unlimited YouTube and other NPL packs. Download Ncell app now or dial *123*9#.
Insta for a complete home.
I dare to express myself freely. I dare to aim with precision. I dare to explore new paths, fueled by ambition and unshakable focus. I dare to imagine a world where innovation isn't just a concept, but a reality. I dare to overcome every hurdle and shine like a beacon. Presidential Graduate School, where every step leads to a new adventure.
यो निकाल्न इजी छ सर्फ एक्सेल इजी वाश यसको 10 हातको शक्ति छ यस्तो जसले सिद्धि दाग निकाल्न गर्छ इजी सर्फ एक्सेल इजी वाश
नयाँ पुस्ताका सपनाहरू थाहै नपाइकन आफ्ना सपनाहरू बनिसकेका हुन्छन् ती सपनाहरूलाई पूरा गर्नुस् खुलेर जिउनुस् सानीमा रिलायन्स लाइफ इन्स्योरेन्स खुलेर जियौं
उत्कृष्ट उत्पादन डिलाइट डेयरी व्हाइटनरले अब हरेक दिन डिलाइटफुल
चिनाउनु अगुवाई गर्ने मेरो कलेज मेरो एसपी कलेज मेरो गौरव
Gel with hyaluronic acid. 200% instant hydration. Miracles happen.
तपाईको असली एनर्जी रेड बुल असली नै रोजौं
तिमीलाई गुलाब साह्रै मनपर्छ है अनि चन्दनको सुगन्धले मनलाई शान्त र पवित्र बनाउँछ
मङ्गलदी गुलाब चन्दन पूजा अगरबत्ती
Insta for a complete home. NPL वा आफ्नो मनपर्ने टिमको एन्थमलाई आफ्नो PRBT सेट गर्नु भयो त डाउनलोड NCL app now or dial *123*6#.
And the winner of Miss Nepal World 2023 is Miss DHI Sricha Pradhan.
Namaskar, म मिस नेपाल र मिस DHI श्रिचा प्रधान मेरो यो जितको खुसीमा मलाई साथ दिने DHI ले हजुरहरूको घरमा पनि धेरै खुसी ल्याउनेछ. Wishing you all
than it was first thing this morning, but I still think that's just a step too far. But with nothing to lose, they're going to go for it, and let's have some fun.
Purely for fun, I'm going against you, Goffey. I think the Royals are going to entertain their fans who've packed the place again. And Binod Bandari only plays in one way. He'll have a crack at the top. 132 runs for him so far in the competition. I also think Saif Zaid will probably play expansively too, that left-hand, right-hand combination. He's at a good tournament with bat and with ball. Very fine county cricketer.
Yeah, very fine county cricketer indeed. They say a strike rate of 130, that best score 90 versus the Lumbini Lions, and 163 in the tournament runs, which is pretty good. And he's been handy with the ball, as you said as well. So a real good signing for the Royals.
I'm waiting for the TVQ. Yes, we are good to go. We are good to go. We are good to go, brother. Let's play.
Sampal Kami, it's going to be to open the bowling. 5 wickets for him so far in the tournament. Been expensive. Starts right on the money. Do you think that the Karnali Yaks will be aware of the situation, the conundrum?
Absolutely, 100% they will know. The analyst is there for a reason. They'll be straight there telling them the exact figures. It can confuse you. You're going to go out there and just do what... You're not going to do anything different, right? You're going to go out there and try and win it. But what I think they will do is bowl his best bowlers, you know, similar to what happened yesterday.
I think you're spot on. Use them early. Slip in place, a couple of dots to get things going. Karnali were poor with the bat, weren't they? You'd have to question not just some of the batting, but also the strategy. Gulshan Jha all the way down at 7.
Yeah, it wasn't a good batting performance, really. It's a better pitch than 101 all out. They were disappointing, really. No real plan. They looked unsure, they looked nervous. The run-outs, I mean, Ari in the field, by the way, and he bowled beautifully as well.
For me, Dipender Singh Airi is quite simply one of the best fielders in the world. Top 3 or 4 without doubt. There's Gayan Endramala, the former national team captain, who's the head coach of the Yaks. I think it's fair to say he's sitting a touch uncomfortably right now.
He will be. I've been in that position. It's you've got to try and show your emotions, keep them in check, because you could easily go so up and so down, and wait till you get that final delivery and you get the victory.
The absolute opposite, isn't it, for Jagat Samata? He's just sitting there, legs crossed, asking the waiter for a nice drink, enjoying his day out again. His side of being exceptional. You look at the balance and the depth of it. It's almost like a death by a 1,000 cuts, isn't it? If Kugaline doesn't get you, then Harmeet Singh will get you. If Binod Bandari or Saif Zaid don't get you with the bat, then Brandon McMullen or Irie will step up.
Well, the Harmeet Singh coming in has just really strengthened him. It really has. I mean, I saw him over in Guyana for the GSL, and he was saying...
And sorry, big news. The man on the left, Naran Saud, thank you so much for getting back to the ground. who knows, he might have a bat now. He did go to the hospital for a precautionary check. He's had a few photos in the hospital with thumbs up. We love seeing that you're well and good, my friend.
Yeah, always a nervous sight when you see someone bang the head, but he looks fine, looks clear, and he's ready to rock and roll.
Great to see. You and I were sitting in our kind of our rest room, our green room there. We were worried, weren't we? It was just the angle that his head hits on the advertising boards.
It's anything. Well, let's say when you see anybody get hit on the head by a flush from a fast bowler, you always have that, you know what I mean, that nervous feel about it, and you just want to see them recover and get well. Even when you're watching football, you know, and you see them clash heads when they're going up for a header.
Will be a wide and a couple of freebies. Cammy was trying to get out of what was a really good first over. Instead, 2 extras. The last thing the Yaks need is to give the Royals freebies.
Yeah, it's been a good start, really, from Sunpal. A little bit of shape, actually, away from the right-hander. But that one, I think he just banged it, nearly landed on his toes, didn't it, on the follow-through. It was that short. It's not an easy pitch to bowl a bouncer on, but we saw Kugelang yesterday bowl some real quick deliveries.
Chris Sol got a few spot on the money as well, the right length. Chipped, falls safely. Dev Canal does the fielding. 4 come from the first over. It's 4 for none.
आफ्ना हरेक चिन्ताहरू अब हामीलाई छोडिदिनुस् तपाईको भोलिको भरपर्दो साथी सानीमा रिलायन्स लाइफ इन्स्योरेन्स खुलेर जियौं
Consumer-like gel with hyaluronic acid. 200% instant hydration. Miracles happen.
I dare to overcome every hurdle and shine like a beacon. Presidential Graduate School, where every step leads to a new adventure.
Beauty and an innocence, utterly contagious, Darren Gough.
It is indeed, every single day. Just remember.
Just want to give these guys a quick shout out because they were the first on the scene alongside the guys with the stretcher. They helped get Naren into the ambulance, and there's a hospital very nearby. It's less than 5 minutes away. Straight in, checked out, absolutely fine. So our thanks to our doctors and nurses down pitch side.
Yeah, they did a terrific job getting him to the ambulance, make sure he was safe and secure on the stretcher. Anyway, you could hear the ambulance go straight off, and they're going to go with Bipin Sharma. Guess what? He's a left-arm spinner. Plenty of them here in Nepal.
16 years old, found through the talent hunt. And I love to see this from the Yaks. So many times, the left-arm spinners, if there's a left-hander in, they just aren't bowling them. Bowl your best bowlers in the key times, and the 16-year-old's had a really good tournament.
I mean, a great opportunity for him, 16 years old and playing in the Nepal Premier League, putting his name on the map, being watched around the world. The fan base here has been terrific. I mean, Monday morning, and the amount of fans that have come through the gates, I mean, this would never happen anywhere.
I think you're spot on. I'm not sure if you put on a Chennai Super Kings versus Mumbai Indians game at 9 a.m. on a midweek, even at the iconic 1K, I'm not sure it'd be full. But here at the TU, we just keep packing them out. It's amazing. And what's more, Goffey, I believe the tickets for the playoffs are close to gone, so you need to get in and get them now. Otherwise, you'll miss out being here in person.
Oh, it's going to be electric, the playoffs, especially with this team guaranteed, well supported, the similar kit to the Chennai Super Kings, the fans' favourites.
That's the arm ball. How well does he bowl this?
Indeed, beautiful arm ball. Just through with the action, a little bit quicker. See him up, look at that. Oh, a little bit of in-swing. Picked by the batter though.
Now smashed down the ground. Good use of the feet. Bandari gets off the mark in real style. That's a lovely stroke.
It is indeed. You can tell he's looking to get after the left-arm spinner. 16 years old. Bandari, a good striker of a ball. dances down the ground, head still. There you go, beautiful strike. No fielders there, runs away for a boundary.
4 more education kits thanks to the NSL Foundation with that boundary. Oh, now that's the arm ball. This is going to be gone. Yes, it is. Oh, what a delivery. 16 years young and Bandari nearly 20 years his elder. Can do nothing about it. What a ball.
Yeah, great delivery. Similar to the one just 2 balls earlier. Wide of the crease, swinging back in. Oh, he's signalling, but he might have hit it, but it doesn't matter. The umpire has risen his finger, a smile on his face as he walks off Bandari, but he goes for 4, and the Royals 9 for 1.
I dare to overcome every hurdle and shine like a beacon. Presidential Graduate School, where every step leads to a new adventure.
तर यो जिद्दी दाग यो निकाल्न इजी छ सर्फ एक्सेल इजी वाश यसको 10 हातको शक्ति छ यस्तो जसले जिद्दी दाग निकाल्न गर्छ इजी सर्फ एक्सेल इजी वाश
DHI Happier Home छुट्टै छ है
for a complete home.
Today, 159 runs, strike rate up about 130. Very stylish, very elegant player. And he's been brought to the crease because of the dismissal of Binod Bandari. We'll see the replay in a moment here, Goffey. Always tried to be understanding and empathetic towards our umpiring team. It's very difficult out there. Surely this one's come off the bat though.
Yeah, it's good delivery. Again, sliding in with the arm. Oh dear. Shocker. Be disappointed. Straight away, he puts his bat up towards the umpire. I don't like seeing that, I will be honest. But you can understand the frustration when it's, you want to get the victory, you want to get runs.
Whipped away. Elegant as always from Safe Saib, his first boundary.
Yeah, just an orthodox cricket shot really from Safe. Beautiful. Sampal just drifting on to the pads. Here we go, look at the timing, just helped it on its way through the leg side. The shape, the swinging to the left-hander, but just got it too straight, enabling him just to clip it off the hip and runs away for a boundary.
Moves about his crease this time and stands and delivers. It's a square cover drive of the highest quality. Oh, that is glorious.
It is indeed, Lenny, absolute glorious. Moves around in the crease a little bit, just try to disrupt the bowler's line and length. But look at that, just the natural timing of a cricket ball. He's developed into a very, very good cricketer. As Saif Saeed, been a good signing for the Royals. He normally gets them off to a good start, and he's pretty handy with a ball in hand as well.
Now just cramps him for room with that movement in. 12.2 overs is the number if you're a Kathmandu Gurkhas fan watching on. 102 required. The Royals get it done in 12.2 overs or less. The Yaks are out.
Nerve-wracking moment, isn't it, if you're a Yaks fan? No nerves whatsoever from the Royals. Smiles all around. Yeah, happy to see their teammate back safely after being carried out. Earlier on, went for the scans, been all cleared. He's there, sat back in the dugout with a smile on his face, watching his team hopefully get a victory.
And be a wide down the leg side. Yeah, I agree with your point. You don't like to see the batters show bats at the umpire or remonstrate. And we saw a really bad one from Dev Canal, where I think he lost 80% of his match fee earlier in the tournament. But you do feel a bit for Binod Pantari there, don't you? He's kind of taking it with good grace.
Absolutely, smile on his face as he walked off, and sometimes it's a natural reaction, isn't it? It's the disappointment. You want to do well for your team, you want to do well for your own stats as well.
You have to remember how big a platform this is. Sampal asked, did it not clip the hip? The umpire says no, another wide. Do well here. You think about next year, Nepal have to go back to try and qualify for a T20 World Cup. That T20 World Cup, Darren Goff, will be held in India and Sri Lanka. Can you imagine if Nepal qualify, the fans that are going to travel south?
Oh, absolutely. Let's hope they do well. They've got a big pool of players now. I mean, there's been plenty have come in and shown they can play the game. Can they deliver on the biggest stage?
Just to touch on that qualification process, it's been a change from the previous cycle. So before there was 2 spots for Asia, but now we've seen East Asia Pacific merge into Asia. So there's 3 spots. 3 spots for 9 teams. Where that's going to be held hasn't been announced yet. I'm hearing a whisper it might be in Oman or Malaysia. They're probably the 2 likely venues. The last time was here, and when they beat the UAE up at the Mulpani, you would not have believed the scenes with your own eyes. Tens of thousands.
Oh, I would have believed it. After being here now for nearly a couple of weeks, I would believe anything.
Big shout given. Kami strikes back. The captain doing it for the Yaks. Zabe not happy. There's a lot of movement, a lot of angle to consider, but Sanjay Gurung says it's good enough.
Well, let's have a look at this one. The swing. Oh, it's a close one. Then the angle he delivered it from wide of the crease, natural swing. The seam, the position of the seam on the ball was lovely, but there's a lot of swing there. But he goes for 11, and the Royals 19 for 2 now.
Watch NPL on the go on Ncell app, unlimited YouTube and other NPL packs. Download Ncell app now or dial *123*9#.
Prastutsa 10 Plast Atutsu Mazboot Sambandha 10 Plast Pipes, Fittings, Tanks, member of 10 Group.
DHI Happier Home. Chak jaisa hai.
Legends rise through greatness and lead with their actions. From a timeless legacy to inspiring a nation, legends choose the ball. Drive like a legend. Drive the ball.
84 or less to get into the top 2. They could go out, they could be in the top 2. It's all happening.
Oh, there's so much to put into that brain of mine. I can't process it. I really can't.
Particularly on a Monday morning.
Especially after your night celebrating the arrival of Brian Charles Lara.
New man to the crease is Dr. Isham Pandey. Amazing to have a doctor out there. He was the first on the scene to help young Naren Soud. I just checked in with him when he was down at long off. He said, I think he's going to be fine, but we had to make sure to send him off. Gonna get a single. Won't think of the second. Can't think of too many other cricketing doctors. What about Dr. W.G. Grace?
Well, I've got honorary doctorates. I've got a couple of them. So
what are they for?
Science and something else. I don't know the second one. 2 doctorates. All those people go to university for many years. I got to give them mine.
I have to interrupt you for a second there. You're a doctor of science, Darren Goff.
Yeah, I never did science at school, but I've got a doctorate. Just got given it.
That's why you've got the glasses now, isn't it?
Yeah, that's called age. That's called age.
Might have to start calling you Dr. Darren Goff. I thought it was Darren Box Office Goff. But no, Dr. Darren is with us here. What a legend. Which universities were those? That was up in Yorkshire, was it?
Yeah, the first one was a University of Huddersfield, and then it was University of Bedfordshire. And the guy, what's the name? The famous actor did Star Trek. He's the one who gave me the first doctorate presenter. He was the
William
professor.
Shatner.
No, not that one. The next one. The one who's got hair like you.
Jean-Luc Picard. That was the character's name. I'm telling you, Jean-Luc Picard.
It's
Captain.
not him. Oh, we're going to work it out now. It's really bugging me. Go on, have a look, mate. You're quick on that internet. A good start here from the Yaks.
Oh, stylish stroke. I've really been impressed with Ishan Pandey throughout this tournament. Yes, it's a half volley, but put away really nicely.
Absolutely, and it just goes to show, good cricket shots. You don't have to slog the ball across the line. The ball's there, it's a good pitch. Bowled it a little bit quicker, too full. Look at that. Beautiful cover drive from the left-handed Pandya. Beautiful.
It was Jean-Luc Picard, the actor's name, Sir Patrick Stewart.
There you go, Sir Patrick Stewart. I can't even believe I forgot his name, but he presented me with it. He was the dean or whatever they call it at the university. I had to go and put all the outfit on, and it's quite a proud moment, actually.
And you're spot on, he does have hair like me. 4 overs bowled, it's 26 for 2.
NPL वा आफ्नो मनपर्ने टिमको एन्थमलाई आफ्नो PRBT सेट गर्नुभयो त डाउनलोड एनसेल एप नाउ or dial *123*6#.
सुजल डेरीको उत्कृष्ट उत्पादन डिलाइट डेरी व्हाइटनरले अब हरेक दिन डिलाइटफुल.
DHI happier home. Today Sahib.
4 overs, Yaks are the Richie Beno inspired 22 for 2, the Royals 26 for 2. If you're just joining in on this broadcast, watching live on Star Sports or here live on Action Sports HD in Nepal, there are plenty of permutations at play in the 28th and final group game. It's so brilliant that coming into the final innings, we still have 3 or 4 different scenarios. For me, it shows how competitive the inaugural NPL has been. It's 12.2 overs or less if the Royals chase it down. That would knock the Yaks out for certain. Could be as late as 13.1 if they level the scores and hit a 6. But also, the Yaks, if they could pull off an unlikely win by, I think it's 17 runs or more. So if they bowl the Royals out for 84 or less, could squeeze into first or second. All happening.
And this man bowling now, Zishan, it was an important knock for the Yaks. They were in trouble, and he played pretty well. 30 from 35 balls. And now he's got the ball in hand. If he delivers with a ball, we might be, whoever's doing the presentation, could be giving him some kind of award. But he's got to deliver now with a ball for the Yaks.
Yeah, Zishan Maksud came to prominence in the 2015 T20 World Cup qualifier, where he opened the batting and it was like Kalawith Arana or something. He just went after every ball. But as his career's evolved, for me, he's turned into a bowling all-rounder. Bowls more and more. And he's very clever, very canny.
He's indeed. Absolutely. And it just goes to show now, 3-dimensional cricketers are so important around the world, especially in this format. That ball field, gold dust.
All of a sudden, with this slow start, the Yaks might just be sitting a bit more comfortably. That 12.2 overs, which you thought was unlikely, isn't looking too likely.
No, I didn't think it was. I've not seen anything like it so far in the tournament. There's been a couple of teams that are going at it, but it's hard to keep up that 10 and over. And the ball just turning a little.
Beauty like that. Well bowled, Zishan Maksud, a smile on his face. 28 for 2.
filters, water purifiers, chimneys, the gas hoops they use. Your way of quality living.
तपाईँको असली एनर्जी रेड बुल असली नै रोजौँ
coming in for the first time with the ball in this game. Been a wicket taker, best of 6 for 28 not too long ago. And I'm joined alongside HD Ackerman. Very tight to cut away, and this might be a close call. We're going to go upstairs for this.
Well, they are certainly not trying to do the Gurkhas any favours here, the Royals. The simple run chase they are making look impossible here.
He should be gone by a long shot. Poor judgment of call there. And it's going to be McMullen running to the danger end, and he's short by quite some distance.
Huge wicket. Massive wicket for the Yaks. Brilliant bit of fielding, and what about the glove work as well? McMullen goes for 3. The Royals are 28 for 3. And everyone is on their feet now as the captain makes his way out to the middle. The big man, the tiger, Dipendra Singh Airy.
Yesterday, tight chase towards the end, or defending. Best of 57. He's been great in the field as well. And they're going to have to watch out for those quick singles and doubles when he's out there in the middle. Sisto thought he had his man first ball. Straight on with the arm. No turn at all. Just beats the outside edge. Tight, tight, tight. Had to look around the batter just to be sure that he wasn't through and with a wicket.
Straight to him. I mean, McMullen's quick between the wickets, but that is asking a lot.
Looking to work it into the leg side, turning out to be a very good over here.
Changes of pace from Basisto. He's bowled an arm ball, then he's bowled a quick off spinner, now he's bowled one slow, giving it plenty of air.
This time, and a slight misfield should allow for 2 runs. Here we go. Now with the quick running in between the wickets.
was Ishan Pandey that called for the second because of the misfield. Thought a better throw would have made things interesting. A better throw would have made things very interesting.
Confusion here. The throw goes to the wrong end. It's going to be a dot to end the over. 6 gone, 30 for 3.
For a complete home.
Out here again in numbers. And it's also the end of the power play. 6 overs gone, 30 runs on the board. Dipender Singh Ari, 2 off 5. Pandey's been out there for 7 deliveries. They've had a little bit of confusion between the wickets as well. I'm going to try and iron that out. You don't want to complicate this any more than it needs to be.
I don't think the Royals need a physiotherapist. I think they need a yoga instructor just to calm them down. I mean, it's just absolute mayhem. They're chasing 100. You would think they were chasing 300.
They do a lot of yoga these days, don't they? Cricketers.
No idea. Doesn't look like it.
Tossed up. Dipender's quick. He's quick. It's a misfield. And it's 2 runs picked up.
This is the pressure that he puts on you as an outfielder. Because that's just a simple single. But you know that he's going to be running to the danger end, and so the fumble takes place and he's through.
Big shout this. Umpire says not out this time.
Must be saying that is just outside the line of off stump. Just.
We used to do Bikram yoga when I used to play. I don't know if you've heard of that, man.
We were a little different. We practiced.
HD, full of punches. This was a tight call. This was a very tight call.
Lucky to get away with that. Oh no, Bikram yoga, isn't that done? It's done in the heat. Yeah, that's it.
It's not something I enjoyed. Yoga just isn't my thing yet. Maybe I'll grow to like it. You know, we practiced as well.
I'm pleased to hear that. Oh yeah, all sorts of things that go on. But not a lot of practicing. I hear about golf. I hear about yoga.
That's going to be a dot to end a very tidy over. Just the 2 runs coming off of it. 7 gone, 32 for 3.
I dare dare to overcome every hurdle and shine like a beacon. Presidential Graduate School, where every step leads to a new adventure.
तपाईँको असली एनर्जी Red Bull असली नै रोजौं
70 needed of 78 deliveries. It's been a slow start. 12.2 overs, the mark that they would need to chase this by to knock the Yaks out of it. Doesn't look like they're getting there.
I think the Gurkhas can pack their bags, get to the airport. I think the only other factor that's on offer here is the fact that the Yaks could end up winning this game. The Royals could butcher this, and if they do win this game, they could go into second place. Put the Bolts into third.
Uses his feet this time. We'd always assumed that it might end up being a Bolts and a Royals final. The two sides have been quite strong through and through this tournament. The Yaks are hanging on though, aren't they? They've really turned things around.
Well, they've been 4 from 4, so they've been the form side. The last few matches, they lost their opening couple, but then they've been quite superb, really, since the introduction of Will Basisto into their team. He's led with ball and with bat. Today, not really with the bat.
Getting some turn on that. Again, only managing a single. Technically, a run a ball gets them home.
Net run rate's not an issue. The required run rate is less than a run a ball. But they've butchered it so far. Either the wicket is playing a lot different to what we thought it would play, or they were at the same function we were at last night, one of the two.
What do you think of the function last night? Great evening.
Yeah, really nice. Thoroughly enjoyed listening to Brian Lara talk about his career. Mainly the ups, there weren't that many downs. A good run. And obviously imparting some knowledge and some of the local players on how he achieved that success. 8 gone, 36 for 3.
तपाईँको असली एनर्जी Red Bull असली नै रोजौं
Watch NPL on the go on Ncell app. Unlimited YouTube and other NPL packs. Download Ncell app now or dial *123*9#.
I dare to overcome every hurdle and shine like a beacon. Presidential Graduate School, where every step leads to a new adventure.
Just 66 required of 72 deliveries. They got the skipper out in the middle. 4 off 9 to Pendra Singh Irie. It's going to be Zishan Maksud to come in for his third. He's bowled really well. Just the 4 runs coming off his first 2 overs. A bit of flight, and this is driven. They pick up 2 runs to start the over.
There, the Yaks, they know the pressure's no longer on them. Yeah, you would think they threw to the qualifiers, but they might smell an opportunity. An opportunity to end in the top 2, which is such a vital thing for the sides, as 1 plays against 2. The team that wins that game goes straight through to the final, but the team that loses gets another opportunity. Oh! It's a wide. I think he missed it the first time round and then nicked the bails the second. So yet again, we'll have to go upstairs.
I think had he taken the bails off the first time, we would have had some trouble out there. Ishan would have been gone. But might just have bought himself enough time with that first miss. It's a fair delivery to start. He's out by quite a distance there, but by the time the bails are taken off, that bat is well inside the line. Could have been gone had the bails been taken off in the first occasion.
Gee, it was a slick bit of work first time round. He just missed the bails though. A wonderful take down the leg side.
Pushed into the offside. Playing fairly intelligently now. They've just settled down as well.
Bolted quick, but oh, he knew as well. He knew as well that he had been perfect. A good bit of glove work, actually. I know that many will point to it being a mis-stumping, but he also prevented 4 wides.
Quick single again.
This is an area of the game that the Yaks need to improve, and that's virtually tip and run. 2 men behind point on the offside for Dipendra Singh Harry, or I should say anyone inside the 30-yard circle. They're all sitting back and allowing the rotation of the strike. Squeeze, they're under pressure. The Royals are under pressure.
Tossed up again. Should be leg buys.
The 2 men behind point on the offside.
Let him go, high pressure game, let him go. One mistake, he take him.
Right on the edge of the circle. Now they've moved one into the slip area, which is wise, looking to get the wicket, looking to knock over the captain.
Again, very well bowled to finish another tidy over. It's a dot, 9 gone, 42 for 3.
सुसल डेयरीको उत्कृष्ट उत्पादन डिलाइट डेयरी व्हाइटनरले अब हरेक दिन डिलाइटफुल
तपाईँको असली एनर्जी रेड बुल असली नै रोजौँ
Left-hander, ball spinning away from him, no slip. At the moment they're just happy to deal in singles, no real intent to try and find a boundary.
Might have listened to your advice as well. Channel their inner yoga and get a bit of patience out there. Settle the sporadic running between the wickets.
Bit of calm. And a cover on that 30-yard circle again. Not ready to squeeze. Just been a single. batting performance. Their management will be a little bit nervy going into those playoffs because this is 2 games in a row where we've seen the top order not make significant contributions. Relied on their bowlers heavily. They now need their batters to shine if they want to raise that beautiful trophy come the end of this tournament.
Tossed up and targeting the toes. He's quick. They're most likely going to go upstairs with this. But he looked quite comfortably home.
Yeah, he's lightning quick between the stumps. The only thing here is, does he slide the bat in? Does he put the bat in? Does he make an error when grounding the bat? And that would be the only thing in the favour of the Yaks, you would think. But neither Walton nor Dipendra thinks that he's in trouble. And correct. He is dynamite between the wickets.
As expected. Safely home. That's going to allow for another single. I'd really like to know what his beep test, yo-yo test, and maybe even the 2 kilometer scores are.
I think those are the favourites from players, having those fitness tests. Wouldn't imagine they'd be simple to pass at this altitude either. Just a couple of metres and I'm out of puff.
Through the gap. And we might just see a boundary. After 35 deliveries, finally, they pick up a 4, and it's come off the bat of Ishan Pandey.
He's a good cricketer, Ishan Pandey, and he's had a nice tournament. Yes, no big contribution with the bat, but vital ones. And he's doing it again. This is nicely placed, and the outfield is certainly quickening up as this tournament progresses.
Frustrated with himself as he can't get off the mark, but it is a dot to end the 10th. We're going to go for a drinks break as well. The score 50 for 3.
Neocool solar water heaters, water purifiers, chimneys, the gas hoops they possess your way of quality living.
Watch NPL on the go on Ncell app, unlimited YouTube and other NPL packs. Download Ncell app now or dial *123*9#.
Right Path Career Counseling. Right counseling for quality education.
On Superlight Gel with hyaluronic acid. 200% instant hydration. Miracles happen.
Into freshness that bonds.
Legends rise through greatness and lead with their actions. From a timeless legacy to inspiring a nation, legends choose the ball. Drive like a legend. Drive the ball.
Himsta for a complete home.
On Superlight Gel with hyaluronic acid. 200% instant hydration. Miracles happen.
Himsta for a complete home.
सुजल डेयरीको उत्कृष्ट उत्पादन डिलाइट डेयरी व्हाइटनरले अब हरेक दिन डिलाइटफुल.
DHI Happier Home. छुट्टै छ है.
Neocool solar water heaters, water purifiers, chimneys, the gas hoops they possess your way of quality living.
Paris and his team for making this happen. We are really pleased to be one of the stakeholders.
Oh yes, incredible fanfare we've seen for season 1. Not surprised because Nepal cricket has shown a lot of passion. We saw Brian Lara coming in as well. How big is it for a country like Nepal to have Brian Lara come and endorse cricket, and the fact that Nepal cricket is now on an upward surge?
Yeah, I think this is out of the imagination of all the Nepalese cricket fan, and including ourselves as well. We just had very good meeting yesterday with Brian, and he shared some of his good thoughts. So this is the very good move of Khan, and special thanks to Brian as well. So I think this is out of the imagination of Nepali cricket fan and us as well.
Yes, coming to the Lumbini Lions, just the one win in the 6-7 games that you're played in. As an owner, how would you react to a situation like this, and what's it been like as well in the dugout, the chats with the players?
Yeah, this is game. We came for win, but of course this is the game, right? So I think we miss some of very crucial moment, and we couldn't cross the line. But I'm sure we have a very good team. We have a very good local talent, and we have very serious talk with the players as well, including captain and coach. Hopefully we'll do better in upcoming season.
Yeah, word on Rohit Paudel. He's the captain of the Nepal team. What was it like to interact with him and just discuss about the plans and future of the Lumbini Lions?
Yeah, he's our captain and the leading scorer of this season as well. So he's a very gentleman, and it's very talented guy, and we have really close conversation, and we are keeping doing that. And from now itself we are planning for the next year, and I'm sure we will be having good upcoming days.
Yeah, quite certainly, because we are seeing a lovely match play out right now between the Yaks and the Sudurapaschim Royals, and still a lot of possibilities in the fray as well. One final word from you about what are your future plans with the Lumbini Lions, and how much are you looking forward to season 2?
Yeah, we will we will start our plan immediately. We are starting to make plan itself, and for the local talents, we are visiting all the districts of our provinces, and we are making our own academy in Nepalganj, Dang as well, and we have our collaboration in Butol and Bhairava. So there the Nepali young talent, they can come with us, and young talent, they can enhance their skill, and they can start their career as well. So we are trying from the local level and even in the international levels. Maybe in the next year we will have a couple of changes to do the better.
Thank you very much. Very well done. Great vision. All the very best for season 2, and enjoy the remaining days as well.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
Back to the commentators.
Thanks, Mikhail. Wasn't Lumbini Lions' year. Maybe next year, though. Let's see. And we also heard earlier, didn't we, from Swasta Makadka, the famous actress. There's so much hype already now, isn't there, for season 2? We haven't even finished season 1 yet.
Yeah, can't wait for season 2 already. And it'll be interesting to see what sort of players that are going to attract next year.
Even bigger stars, I suspect, Darren. End of the 11th, 55 for 3.
Neocool solar water heaters, water purifiers. Chimneys, the gas hopes they possess your way of quality living.
तर यो जित्ती दाग यो निकाल्न इजी छ सर्फ एक्सेल इजी वाश यसको 10 हातको शक्ति छ यस्तो जसले जित्ती दाग निकाल्न गर्छ इजी सर्फ एक्सेल इजी वाश
ब्याङ्किङ सेक्टरमा पहिलो पटक सिद्धार्थ ब्याङ्कले ल्याएको छ सिद्धार्थ रिवार्ड्स यसमा पोइन्ट छ सिद्धार्थ ब्याङ्क सम्बन्ध सधैँभरिलाई
season. We're not going to see Karen KC again, it looks like. Maybe the Yaks might be going through to the playoffs with a win. Still plenty on this game. 47 to win off 54. Dipender Singh Airi, those fast wrists. Finally, the first 6 of the day. It goes to the Tiger.
Wow, we've just been saying off air, no 6s yet in the game, but this man, 290 now in this tournament, and here we go, Basisto fires it in. I'll tell you what, straight off the dunk for the Siddhartha Bank 6, he hits this clean. Just watch this. Wow, picks it up lovely. right into the stand.
I'm not sure, is that clap from Basisto to Irie, or maybe something to the keeper. Looks to go again, gets it again. Think it's gone all the way, it's going to be very close. Might have to go upstairs. Irie says enough is enough, let's get this done.
Well, I don't think Basisto will be clapping this one. To go two in a row, similar ball actually. Really similar, exactly the same. Fired it in straight. If he misses, it's curtains. Oh, it's a 4. Not quite the maximum, but still. The board is rolling. There you go. Come on, umpire. That's it. There you go. There's the 4. Thank you very much. Almost a disappointment from the Royals fans. It's only 4. 10 off the last 2 balls. It's one way to step on the accelerator.
Goes again. Fielder out there, juggles it, puts it down. Oh, Gulshan Joe, what have you done?
Wow, this all happening. Again, he wasn't happy with 10 off 2 balls. He decides to go for another one. Again, he's fired it in, Basisto. Similar shot, just went a little bit more in front of square. Oh, he was juggling act. 3 or 4 attempts he had at it, and it goes down. Huge moment in the game. That would have been a big, big wicket for the Yaks.
Massive moment, you're spot on. You have to think now, is there a way back? Sudurapaschim aren't going to get there in 12.2, even if they level the scores in 13.1 and hit a 6. They still need 36. So the Yaks are going to squeeze through. Confirm that at the end of the next over. The Gurkhas will be knocked out. Edged away for what may well be 4, because the outfield's always quick here. It's an expensive over, the most expensive of the innings.
It is indeed, but they've done well here, the Yaks, to bowl the best bowlers and make sure they qualify. That's the most important thing, whether they win or lose. But this is a decent delivery. He just opens the face a little bit, doesn't he, Ishan? Actually, quite a clever little shot, just uses the pace. Basisto firing it through. And again, the fast outfield. Yeah, the International Stadium just runs away for another 4.
Batting really good from the left hand, right hand. They had the fortune of the jaw drop, but it means that 16 runs have come from the 12th over. It's 71 for 3.
अब खेल्ने छ नेपाल तपाईको असली एनर्जी रेड बुल असली नै रोजौ
I dare to overcome every hurdle and shine like a beacon. Presidential Graduate School, where every step leads to a new adventure.
Legends rise through greatness and lead with their actions. From a timeless legacy to inspiring a nation, legends choose the ball. Drive like a legend. Drive the ball.
Link arms, Goppy, and they all dance and celebrate where they're from, out in the far west. I think you and I have to get up there one day.
Yeah, love to. We used to do that at school. Link arms, go around in a circle. But yeah, new bowler coming into the attack now. They're going hand-on. They've had their best 4 bowlers, and now it's time they can change. It looks like they're going to be safe. The Yaks qualifying, Nandan Yadav. 7 matches this series, just a 6 wickets, but a good average of 17. And economy's not too bad either. 7.17 and a best of 3 for 19.
And he's also bowled 2 match-winning death overs where he's held his nerve for the Yaks. Strange to see him coming in so late. think he's had a really good tournament. That's a very well judged single.
Gulshan, unfortunately for him and his team, was a juggling act. Amazing what goes through your mind when something like that happens. You stand on the boundary and thinking, what have I done? Here it is, fired in. Another decent shot into the deep, but got it too well. He just charged in at it, didn't he? That was the problem.
Just want to touch a little bit more on Gulshan Jah, as he's now in action again, doing the fielding. Sorry, doing the backing up, correction. I cannot understand why they're not using him with the ball. He bowls almost always his full allocation for Nepal at a senior level. He's bowled 7 overs in the tournament here. I can't get my head around it. Direct hit would have been out, but it's well wide as Gulshan Jah does the backing up. He's just started to come to the boil with the bat. He made 49 not out in the game before today. Then they hide him away at number 7. Every single one of the 8 franchises through the draft for this league bid the maximum for him. The Yaks got him purely by the lucky draw. And you would have to say they're significantly underusing him.
It's interesting, isn't it? But when you're picking a team and putting a team together, you try and get a good balance. But they've gone for a player there who can do a bit of both, and yet they're underusing him probably with a ball and dropping him down the order when he bats. There'll only be one person disappointed, and that'll be himself, unless the team goes on and wins the tournament.
1 over, none for 9. 3 overs, 1 for 31. 3 overs, none for 16. Hasn't bowled since.
Well, he's fetched it a little bit, though, hasn't he? Not great figures when you consider the pitches they've been playing on.
Well, Monty Desai for the national team and his captain Rohit Powdell, I can't remember a game for Nepal where he hasn't bowled at all, and he often will bowl his full 10 over allocation. In September against Canada at Kings City, he took his first 5-wicket haul in an ODI and made 50, and even though Nepal lost the game, he was still the player of the match.
Pretty impressive figures. 5 for him 50? Yeah, you'd take that, wouldn't you?
50 came off 32 balls as well.
Well, you don't do that many times in your career. 5 for him 50. Even rarer, probably 5 for 100.
Incredible he's not being used. You try to sort of hold your thoughts a bit up here, because we don't know what's going on within the camp. If he's a niggle, if he doesn't, it really does stagger me.
Or is it the fact that the 5 bowlers they normally use have done pretty well, so there's been no need to use him?
Yeah, I think that's a good point, and they probably didn't think they would get the number of overs that they have from Will Basisto. I know expensive today, none for 30. There are the 2 men. Now, Gyanendra Malley, he's kind of the head coach and the director of cricket, but next to him, just behind him, you see there, that's Raju Basnet, who's obviously a very well-renowned local coach too. So between the 2 of them, and obviously the skipper, Sampal Kami, who's another seamer, maybe they have too many seamers, they want more spinners, they've just underutilised Gulshan Jah.
Well, they know they've got the job done now. The Yaks are going to be going through to that top 4, or stay in the top 4. And unfortunately for the Gurkhas, it's good night. We'll wait now till next year. It's been good enough. A good partnership going now for the Royals. 49 of 48 deliveries.
Brown turns out the 13th over gets away with a good sharp one. It's 77 for 3.
ब्याङ्किङ सेक्टरमा पहिलो पटक सिद्धार्थ ब्याङ्कले ल्याएको छ सिद्धार्थ रिवार्ड्स यसमा पोइन्ट छ सिद्धार्थ ब्याङ्क सम्बन्ध सधैँभरिलाई
तर यो जिद्दी दाग यो निकाल्न इजी छ सर्फ एक्सेल इजी वाश यसको 10 हातको शक्ति छ यस्तो जसले जिद्दी दाग निकाल्न गर्छ इजी सर्फ एक्सेल इजी वाश
Neoco solar water heaters, water purifiers, chimneys, the gas hoops they your way of quality living.
DHI happier home. Today sahi.
Is normally a bit subdued after the weekend, but here in Nepal, people are just going to enjoy themselves. And the dream, coming to getting a dream ticket, coming and watch the cricket, their favourite team, the Royals, amazing support. Saying that, the Yaks got a decent amount of supporters in the stadium today.
To look at how quick he is. Oh, it's just scary, isn't it? As a consequence, the fielder is to throw the extra 22 yards to the far end. And even though Ishan Pandey is not as quick as Irie, I think he's got home.
The problem is, when you're batting with someone who's as quick as Dependra, right, Irie, but he can cause issues because you've got to remember not everybody is as quick as you. But he gets home safely. Good bit of keeping from Walton. But between them, they got through for the 2.
And it brings a 50 partnership up for the 4th wicket. Ishan Pandey, I know it's quietly, I know it's not at a strike rate of 200, has had a really good tournament. I was on air yesterday with HD Ackerman Goffey, as Irie doesn't want the second this time, when Ishan Pandey was retired out. Don't think, well, I certainly didn't like it. I don't think HD liked it. What's your thoughts on that?
No, I don't like it. And when I was a coach just a few weeks ago with Lahore Qalandars, we were going to substitute someone for the last over and put Carlos Brathwaite in, but thankfully he got out, so I didn't have to do it, because I don't like doing it either. I think it's just about everything. The bowler gets basically punished for bowling well, and the batter gets punished for the bowler bowling well, and you just tick him off.
Trademark Irie stroke, it's the cut. He's got the fastest hands in the West, does Irie. The Royals, well, they're going to make it 6 from 7, top of the table.
Well, not just the fastest hands, he's got pretty quick legs as well, there's Irie. And there you go, they're pushing it through almost too quick and just using the pace of the ball. And that's all you have to do is just get bat on it. Slow it down a little bit. Too quick, you can just deflect it, use the pace of the bowler.
It's his favourite shots. Loves it, does play the helicopter too, doesn't mind that one, but when he gets anything short and wide, he's obviously quite short in stature. He just loves to get those wrists activated and into the game. Met his parents yesterday as they'll again run an unlikely double. That is official, not just from our calculations, from your back of the cigarette packet, or from me or you on the calculator. Officially, the Yaks are through. That's thanks to the official tournament statistician. The Royals haven't chased it quickly enough. The Kathmandu Gurkhas are gone.
Yeah, well done, the Karnali Yaks, qualifying for the playoffs. The coach can breathe now and celebrate. Through to the playoffs. Well done, the Karnali Yaks. There's been a few nerves coming into today's game.
They'll have work to do in the playoffs. It's almost certain, in fact I think it is certain now, that they will play the Chitwan Rhinos. 14 bowled, 87 for 3.
उत्कृष्ट उत्पादन डिलाइट डेयरी व्हाइटनरले अब हरेक दिन डिलाइटफुल
I dare to overcome every hurdle and shine like a beacon. Presidential Graduate School, where every step leads to a new adventure.
NPL वा आफ्नो मनपर्ने टिमको एन्थमलाई आफ्नो PRBT सेट गर्नुभयो त? Download NCEL app now or dial *123*6#.
Heard in the background, it's really the song of the year here in Nepal. And breaking news, if you're just tuning in, we've got our 4 finalists, the fabulous 4. It's not Joe Root and Steve Smith and Virat Kohli and Kane Williamson. It's Sudurapaschim, it's Janakpur, it's Chitwan, it's Karnali. And what more, Goffey, I can confirm for you right now. That the 1v2 game as Irie goes to the boundary again is going to be the Sudurapaschim Royals against the Janakpur Bolts. It's the El Clasico again.
Yeah, more El Clasico, but let's get this one over the way first. Another beautiful shot from Ari. He's been quite sensational today in a big game for the Royals. He's fielded like Jonty Rhodes. He's bowled well. Now he's playing like Virat Kohli. He's had pretty good games so far.
That's why they call him the Tiger, the three-dimensional cricketer that he is. So it's going to be El Clasico 1v2. And Chitwan versus Karnali, 3 versus 4. He's doing it again. It's 4 more. They're just about to get over the line. The Royals, their fans sent into ecstasy. Their Tiger putting in another staggering performance.
I'll tell you what, if they'd have got off to a better start, here the Royals, they could have put the Yaks out. They really could have. But they bowled the best bowlers. Zishan Maksud only going for 14, but this is another wonderful shot through mid-wicket. Just picked it up, you're right. Square of the wicket shots, he's really, really good. Cutting and pulling. Tends to be the trend, doesn't it, for the guys who are shorter in stature. They're really good. Square of the wicket. Cutting and pulling.
I wouldn't rule him out trying to go bang-bang here and get it done. Is that a tickle? Irie does not even wait. Lovely piece of sportsmanship. He knows he's nicked it and he immediately puts the bat under his arm and walks off. Scant consolation for Nandan Yadav and the Yaks. They're going to be beaten out of sight here, but it is another wicket for the young quick.
Yeah, the young quick. Good length, just tried to hit it on the up, didn't he, through the offside. The disappointment's there. He knows his team are just about over the line with a win. And Chadwick Walton, a simple catch behind the stumps. But what an innings from Dipendra Singh Ari. 38 from just 29 balls. And the Royals on the verge of victory at 95 for 4.
Party atmosphere here in Kathmandu. This tournament, the tagline for it was the Festival of the Himalayas. It couldn't have been any more aptly named. It's really a fusion of cricket and party and song and dance as Arif Sheikh comes to the crease. He played well yesterday, 42 not out. He needed those runs and he'll just need 7 to win for the Royals. Good, nice bouncer.
And he'll be after a little not out today as well. They really will. They always help the average, those little not outs, red inkers. And a good start from Nandan. Terrific heart and personal pride. Here's the wicket. Good action. Good snap. Oh no, that's the bouncer. Look at that. Wow.
No shortage of pace, Coffee, is there, from Nandan Yadav?
Hey, I've been impressed by some of the faster bowlers in this tournament. Really is. Nandan's got a bit there. Kugalan was fantastic yesterday. He was 5-wicket all, bowled quickly. Chris Saul can get it through as well.
Kishore Mahado has been excellent as well. Slashed away for 4. They're 1 shot away as Arif Sheikh shows that improved form from yesterday's game. He takes it into this morning.
Well, momentum takes you a long way, and it's always good to come in a bat knowing you've got a few runs the game before. A little bit of swing, but too full and wide, you can just get your hands free and runs away for another boundary. But a lovely action. He's got Nandan, but just straining his length there and line.
Yeah, playing great cricket down in Australia, himself and Kishore Mahado, and certainly two bowlers that Monty Desai, I think, will want to try and get back in and around the national setup. Plenty of talent. And a good finish. Closes out the 15th. It's just 3 to win. The Royals stamping their seal on their dominance in this tournament with number 1. It's 99 for 4.
तपाईँको असली एनर्जी रेड बुल असली नै रोशौं
DHI happier home today sahi.
Legends rise through greatness and lead with their actions. From a timeless legacy to inspiring a nation, legends choose the ball. Drive like a legend. Drive the ball.
Himstar for a complete home.
Ahead in the coming days. The Rhinos take on the Yaks in the big eliminator on the 18th of December. That's Wednesday morning. That's the first game. And then we'll have qualifier 1. 2 form sides, formidable sides. The most consistent, Sudurapaschim Royals taking on the Janakpur Bolts. We have some cracker of a contest lined up in the coming days as well. It's break day tomorrow, but be rest assured, entertainment galore. 3 to win for the Sudurapaschim Royals. What a batter he's been, Ishan Pandey. He'll get a couple of runs here. The scores are level, and just the right time to say good afternoon, rather good morning to H.D. Ackerman.
I think he's been so impressive. I really do. I think he's been one of the most composed young players of Nepal descent. I really do. He's come in tricky situations on more than one occasion, and he's handled the pressure extremely well. This has been an innings of great maturity.
Yeah, he's shown a lot of grit and gumption in the middle, which is so important for a middle order batter, especially at a time when he comes to bat for his side. Here it is, 1 run from 29 deliveries. That's the winning moment. And they do it in style, the Sudurapaschim Royals. They remain on top of the table. 6 wins in 7 matches. They've been the form side. And they power themselves to the top of the tree with another convincing 6-wicket victory over the Karnali Yaks.
And just those last 2 strokes that Ishan Pandey played shows you that he does have another gear. But he knew that he didn't need that gear, that his team didn't warrant that gear. He had to get them out of early trouble. They were 3 for 28. And he finishes it great fashion. Just a little opening of the face, and they have their victory, and they have a position right at the top of the table.
Yeah, he's batted with great maturity and shown great responsibility. And happy dugout, smiles all around, handshakes, and why not? They have produced exciting, consistent cricket, the Sudurapaschim Royals. They finish the league stages as the #1 team with 6 wins from 7
Guys,
matches.
subscribe and subscribe.
Semi-final as many as 20 odd deliveries as well, just showing how good a side they are across all lines. Handshakes, and why not?
The Yaks would have arrived here this morning a little bit nervous at the possibility that they could miss out on a top 4 position, but also a little bit excited at the possibility that they could finish second if they played some really good cricket. But they didn't bat well enough. 101 was never going to be enough against the Royals. Their bowlers, they scrapped really hard. But for the Yaks, it'll be position number 4.
And this means we also have a top 4 sorted, and we have them in order as well. And as HD pointed out, the Yaks finish at number 4. They'll be taking on the Chitwan Rhinos, who are placed at number 3. He's a happy man, Dipender Singh Airi, with the bat. He got the runs today, 38 and 29. stitched a very vital partnership as well with Ishan Pandey for the 4th wicket. We'll take a look at that batting effort. Saif, Vinod and Brendan departed very early. They needed a partnership, and then the calmness of Ishan Pandey came to the fore and the belligerence of Dipendra Singh Airi. They ran very well between the wickets. They stitched a good partnership. They got into their 30s. Dipendra fell at the brink of victory, but Ishan Pandey held fort and Arif Sheikh came along and they applied the finishing touches to win this contest by 6 wickets and 28 deliveries.
Partnership, the one significant one, bailed them out of trouble and took them right to the edge of victory between Pandey and the captain Dipendra.
Sompal Kami and boys tried everything at hand, but nothing went their way. Dishan Maqsood was very miserly in a spell of 4 overs, giving away only 14 runs with 14 dots. 1 for 18 for Nandan Yadav. He's been impressive. Sompal Kami generated pace up front, got an early breakthrough as well, but the score on the board put by their batters was never enough for the bowlers to go there and defend 101. And that's why it wasn't the greatest of outings for Karnali Yaks in the final game in the league stages.
Wasn't a big total there to chase. 102 was the target. Got off to a good start, but then wickets. He felt that he got a little inside edge on that, did Binod, but it didn't matter.
Guys, subscribe गरौँ है. अब मैले अर्को लाइभ पनि अर्को म्याच पनि लाइभ लिएर आउँछु.
That LBW judged not to be going down the leg side. Ish Pandey joined Brandon McMullen. And as has so often been the case today, another run out. They were in trouble here, 29 for 3, but this partnership was a good one. They steadied the ship, didn't they? There was no real risks taken, but when Dipendra felt that his team was out of trouble, he put the foot down.
Yeah, this partnership paced their innings really well. Catch dropped of Dipendra Singh Airi, the Gulshan